Yes, hello there, and welcome to one and all for yet another Watchalong on cricket.com. Pardon my eyes because it's going to be all over the place this evening because I'm doing it from the comfort of the cricket.com headquarters in Bangalore. And I have the beloved Neha Shetty joining us in this second leg of the WPL 2. I'm saying second leg because everything's moved up north in terms of Delhi, and it's going to be the Delhi Capitals taking on the mighty Mumbai Indians, a repeat of the final of the WPL 1. Right, Neha Shetty, how are we this evening, madam?
All good, Avanish. Really excited that the Bangalore leg of the Women's Premier League really lived up to its reputation, of producing such brilliant matches. And now we're on to Delhi, the second leg. There's just so much to look forward to, and the table, although it gives you like indications of where the league is headed, there's still so many outcomes possible, right?
It is ridiculous, and that's what we like because essentially everyone's saying WPL 1, it was just pretty much two teams. It was a duopoly, and it was the exact teams that we're seeing right in front of our eyes this evening. So, look, we'll talk about a lot of things. Me and Neha, there'll be Soumi joining us as well. Unfortunately, no Akshay this evening, but he'll be cheering from his sets back home. And you guys know the drill at the watch along. Sync your streams in. I'm watching it. Get in there on TV again, and Neha's watching it in Geo. But look, we'll try to keep it really fun and chilled and filled with a lot of insight, banter, and stats, of course. So, first things first, like this particular video. Shout out to all your bloody friends. Not bloody friends, bloody glorious friends is what I meant. And tell everyone to, of course, tune in to the cricket.com show. Every time we do live shows, we're building a community, so it's just become a thing. Right now, right here, it's 1-0. Delhi are batting first, remember. And it's Shabnam Ismail, who absolutely I love because she's been a power play wrecker in chief, you feel, but she has kind of drifted down there. Mumbai won the toss, remember, and just to give you some indication of the teams, it is, of course, Kirtana and Wong who go out. In come Ismail. More importantly, Harmanpreet Kaur returns after those games she missed due to niggle. Obviously, today, Neha, we're backing Delhi Capitals because I'm guessing everyone wants an underdog to win. In this case, anyone who plays Mumbai is an underdog automatically. Do you think Delhi can get off to a flying start in their home conditions?
Definitely. I mean, when you look at their first leg, right, they had a couple of interesting matches. The first one was versus Mumbai that absolutely went down to the wire. And we saw how Sajna just, dispatched them for a six and took the match away. Oh, that's a boundary. And
That's about it.
yeah, so definitely this match will, again try to live up to that reputation. And I think Delhi would want to, would want to win the match, right? That would be the aim.
Absolutely. Now, pardon me if I'm also eating during the show because I'm absolutely starving. I had a good day's work at the office and decided to stay back. So remember, give us some love. It's a Tuesday evening, so essentially there are going to be more live shows later on this week, including the India-England fifth test. So check around a lot of things on cricket.com indeed. Now, Shafali Verma just hit a four. It's going to be an interesting battle already, this, with regards to Ismail and Shifali. We'll give you the matchups and all of that in a bit. But let me, of course, entertain the lads in the chat. Bus in the Ryan, good to see you. SS98 saying, where's Nikhilba and Akshay? Hope everyone joins for the final. We'll try to make it an absolute shebang. Trust us with regards to that. Hope MI crushes DC. And I think Tushar Singh going on to say, hope DC will crush MI today. Look, nonetheless, you guys are having absolute fun. I'm guessing every time we do a watch along, and we'll give you all our best live reactions because that's the beauty of it, isn't it? It's not like we're commentators and we're calling the game, but we're just reacting as fans, like you guys watching from your TV sets at home. And boy, when I say reactions are nearly went the way of Ismail. Anyway, 1 over gone, 7 for none, Neha. And there will be plenty of quizzes to, of course, ask both of us, because last time you stumped me, I stumped you. Let's see if that trend continues today. And remember, the score card might deceive you because it depends where you're watching from. So don't jump on and then criticize us in the comments. Just enjoy it. And of course, ask us anything. Right. I just want to ask Neha, so far, the first leg's done. We saw a lot of action in Bangalore. Fan cams was great. But what did you like the most? And what really struck and stuck to you in the first leg?
So I think in the first leg, we got to see a lot of domestic players kind of come to the fore, right? Be it S. Sajna, be it Shweta Sehrawat, Kiran Navgire, Asha Shobna, just so many names, who have made that impact in the domestic circuit. And, once again, seeing them come to a stage like the Women's Premier League and make a mark was something that really stood out for me. And even from, I think, a cricket.com POV, the work you did with fan cams and everything was just brilliant, right? I remember seeing a lot of your stuff on Instagram as well. You spoke to fans of so many, like of different nature, right? Which was really great. And I think that kind of diverse content is needed out there. And I think the crowd in Bangalore is just different, right? It doesn't come from a biased or sentimental POV. We just love our cricket. And I think that pretty much just showed by, the BCCI did want to conduct the first leg here. And yeah, the results are for everyone to see.
It was brilliant, honestly. The boys got lucky in the office. Vikas, Akash, I think there were a few others in there. And pardon me if I didn't get anyone's name, guys, but
Gaurav,
they
yeah.
soaked in everything that night, last night. You saw Mandana score runs. There's Perry getting a blazing 50, RCB winning. They got the lap of honor as well. So it was
Yeah.
brilliant. And you talk about even the tickets and how it was cheapened, but it was done for the greater good. And we saw how even Chinnaswamy packed out absolute max capacity. And yeah, we appreciate that you liked our content, Neha, and I'm guessing the others as well. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. She was kind of referring to the French guy I met outside the Chinnaswamy Stadium. It's bizarre that a
RCB
person from
jersey.
France, yeah, comes there. I mean, we saw that hilarious news piece. What was it last month, where a Somalian pirate got caught in an RCB jersey? So obviously there is worldwide support. But jokes apart, though, that French fan was crazy. There was a visually impaired boy I spoke to outside the stadium, which really, really moved me while doing that
True.
piece. So, look, at the end of the day, lots to appreciate in the WPL and on cricket.com. And it's a match made in heaven, trust us, indeed. 10 for none, getting back into the game, and 10 balls bowled. It's been a quietish start. Seka Ishaq bowling the second over, of course. And as I say that, Lanning leans into one. But again, phenomenal work in terms of the fielding on the offside boundary. Speaking of fielding, Neha, there are two absolute moments, maybe more, that we saw in the first leg. One was George Averum, which many people told me, some of my friends saw it live when they were at Cow Corner, which was insane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, imagine that, right? Seeing Verum. Oh, 1 second. Shifali's gone down the track, one bounce for. So something's got to give in that over, and it gave. So 15 for none, 2 overs gone. But coming back to moments of magic in the field, what is it for you, Miss Shetty, in terms of the piece of brilliance that you've seen in the WPL so far?
I think for me, it definitely has to be Georgia Warren, right? She took that brilliant catch. I mean, seeing it live even on TV, I was like, I just saw that catch on repeat so many times in the highlights and everything. Was how do you pull off things like that? But barring even the fielding efforts, I think Ellie's Perry six yesterday, right, to break that glass in that car was just brilliant stuff. I mean, again, how do you hit a six to perfection, to break a glass? I mean, of course, her intention was not to break the glass, but then I think it said something, right? Like how we often say the women's game, is breaking the proverbial, glass ceiling. For me, it was like an indication of sorts that everyone who says women's cricket doesn't have the same kind of josh and, that attacking sort of stroke play. You have every single time someone who's proving you wrong. And this was one of that, right?
Talk about shattering stereotypes. Ellie Perry 6, honestly, literally not just shattered that car, but really just woke us up to what's been truly a great time for women's cricket off late. Not just now, but in the last 4 or 5 years, the rise of women's cricket is well documented. Come back to proceedings, 15 for none. Remember, we have our first innings prediction, which you guys can always get chatty in. And because I'm not doing this in laptop view, I might be late in taking some comments. So please bear with me. I'm enjoying my grilled fish and my devil's chicken. If you guys know, you know. Akshay, we want Akshay too, saying Dhruv Mitra. I know I want Akshay as well, but tell him if we can get him. I know he's sitting right next door to me, but he'll be like, Pagal hua hai, whatever. I'm not going to say the explicit. But essentially, yeah, we'd love to do a whole jing bang in terms of a watch along, and let's see if we can have that for you in the knockout phases at least. Now, there could be a review coming up from Harmanpreet. No, she's declined against it because I think it's straying down the leg side. If you have Somali Pirates supporting, let's not be surprised if French guy also supports. Hello to both saying Jagmeet Singh Oberoi. Good to see you, Jagmeet. It's always good to see the old friends of the channel. I say old because Jagmeet was probably been with us for like what Watchalongs, which is gone 2 years now. Who
Wow.
else is there in the chat? Dhruv Mitra saying, I think the car will go to Elise Perry after she broke the car. I saw that piece and interview where she said, I don't have insurance in the country. And she was chuckling away with Smriti Mandana. But did you see the new episode of Nags with Priyanka Patil?
Yes, yes, I did see, and it was just another fun episode, and it's nice to see Mr. Nax being involved even with the women's side of things because it took some time, right, for the episodes to
He was
come
having
first
a
of the
pillow
season.
fight. He was having a pillow fight.
Exactly, yeah, and with the quiz and everything, it was fun actually. A short and cute episode, I'd say, with Shriyanka.
I agree. Even the one with Mandana is really good. The Pictionary and everything. That's a great shot, Shefali. Come on, Shefali. I've not really seen you give it a go. I mean, the first game against RCB, was it the RCB game that we saw her? Yeah. RCB DC was the game I did. And she got off to a flyer there. So I want her to really shine in Delhi in the Ferocia
Definitely.
Cup. Had a nice sleep watching Dune 2 in the theatre, seeing Nani Kaur. I need to see Dune 1. I honestly need to see Dune 1. I think it's all on Amazon. So I'm going to check it out. Shot ball. Shefali pulls. And it's put down by Seka Ishaq. Goes through her
Oh,
hands. And Ismail is not a happy lady there. She's not. She's not, Neha. And I don't think you'll be a happy person watching this because, again, we were appreciating fielding a while ago. But this is an absolute shocker to add in the low lights of the WPL because,
oh.
again, a shot ball should be swallowed by Seka Ishaq and she's fluffed her lines there. I mean, you don't expect that. You just don't expect that.
And you
But
hope
yeah,
it's not a costly drop too, right? Because it's at the end of the day Shefali, and she can just go all guns blazing, score a half century. Like in the game versus RCB where she was dropped, she did go on to score a half century.
she
So
got
yeah, I
two
think
lives there. She got two lives, or she just got the one.
yes, yes. I think she got two lives there. Yeah. They're showing the catch you dropped on repeat, and it's just sad.
It's even worse to watch a drop catch, especially a dolly on slow mo, because it makes you think about the
Mm.
fielding more. 7 games in a row, openers dropped 7 games, saying crazy Knicks. Knicks, good to see you as always, but and speaking of Knicks, go check out all the fantasy previews that he's been doing
Oh
with
yeah.
the lovely work into the fantasy center on cricket.com because one, he's a big fantasy cricket expert himself. So amazing insight. He gives you the top tips to win big. And the cricket.com latest app has that offering where it's the Usly fantasy and all of that. And I'm not just plugging it in for the sake of plugging it in. Go check out those shows. 3 up, amazing. And just give it a like. Give Nick some love. Come on. Anyway, 3 overs done, 22 for none. And remember, we've already seen a flurry of boundaries, but we've also seen a drop catch that Neha was referring to just a while ago. Never drop an opener, then you can't open the bottle, saying Nani call for. What bottle are you opening tonight, Nani? Is it a non alcoholic beverage? Is it an alcoholic beverage? Let me know in the comments. Avanish, आपको खाते देखकर भूखा लगा गया है मुझे. Share it with me too. I'm having grilled fish. What do you say for grilled fish in Hindi? Grilled machli. Oh, it's in the air. And
Oh.
this time it's gone for 6 from Meg Lanning. Or as a fan out of the Chinnaswamy called her, Mlanning. Well. Mlanning's definitely having something. What are you having, Av? Prawns? Question mark. Saying Sahangi. No, I'm having devil's chicken. And I'm having grilled fish with the whole shebang. Don't have the garlic bread. I don't have the mash. So just the grilled fish, essentially. Let us know what you're having. I know I just asked Neha off camera what was her dinner plan. And she's yet to answer me. But it's whipped away for 4 more, is it? She'll come
Oh,
back with it.
another one. Oh.
Yeah, so Neha, 1 second, just kill the curiosity in me. What are you having for dinner?
I had my dinner and joined the live, Avnish. I had pulao.
Pulao for president. Amazing. Worst
Yes.
dead crowd in Delhi. That's another
Oh.
chat which we can, of course, encourage with you viewers in terms of telling us, do you think the Firozshah Kotla and Delhi as a venue will suit the WPL in terms of numbers, bums and seats, so far and so forth? I might be wrong, but it doesn't give you a impression. Oh, what the hell's happening there? It was a kabaddi match happening in fine leg. I'm not even joking. I'm
Really?
not even
Oh.
joking. Yeah. You'll get my analogy. You'll get my reference when you have a look at this. Pooja Vastrakar is ran all she can to save four. She stumbled over it. It's an absolute hodgepodge. Oh my God, it's schoolgirl errors. But have they prevented
Oh.
four after all of that? I mean, that's just a perfect mistake, if you can call it that. Honest to God. What happened to Keertana and MI? Do they randomly chase the 11th player? Sports fan asked Neha. What do you have to say?
I think again, looking at the team combination today, because the skipper Harmanpreet Kaur was coming back, and they of course had to send a player out. And Keetan has had so far mixed fortunes. I mean, we've seen this trend with how a lot of domestic players haven't been given a long run. So I think it was the most obvious choice considering the combination they were opting for. I think that's a boundary. When you see it was a little messy there. Yeah.
That's why I said perfect mistake. Oh, there's a shout here. I mean, it didn't happen right now, but Hardman goes for it. Hardman goes for it. Have we seen any women's cricketer so far take it really late, like a Kohli DRS, like 1 second ago, and be like,
I
has
think in
anyone
the UP and RCB match, Alisa Healy was kind of upset with a review that RCB took very late, right? I can't remember of who that
oh
was,
yeah,
but yeah. Hmm.
Queen copying the king. Anyway, they've gone upstairs to check this out. The original decision is not out, boys and girls. Remember, if you guys are joining us on this watch along, please like this video really quickly. Whether it's for my grillfish, whether it's for Neha, whether it's for Shomi who'll hop on, whether it's for Akshay's absence, but the stellar job that he's been doing with the watch along, you let me know. But like this video nonetheless. Now, I don't think there's bat in that from Lanning, as a fan called her. It's Chinnaswamy. But jokes apart, Meg Lanning could be a goner here. But I feel there's umpire's call with regards to this because the original decision is not out. And I
Not
think Delhi might get the benefit of the doubt.
highly
One
likely. Do you
red,
think it's missing a little?
red, and it's a yellow. So the umpire's call, and
Stays.
Natsiva doesn't have her Ashes counterpart. A. Joseph asked, is the stadium full? Let me just look around. I don't think it is full. Essentially, Joseph, I'm not there, but essentially we can see some pockets in the stadium, sir, which seem to be full. I'm guessing they would have probably lessened the price of tickets there as well. They can't just do it for Bangalore. So yeah, I think the crowd will have their say at some point in time in this game. Let's see if they come up with Mexican waves and all that shit. Good shot ball there, but it's called wide. You're having a laugh, umpire. That's shocking umpiring, man. Sorry, Neha, but you have to watch this. Tell me if it's a wide, dude. That's not a wide by any
Okay.
stretch of imagination. That's it was like, what's happening? Oh, it might be
Oh.
off. No, but then you look at the side on angle, and maybe
Hmm.
they have a point.
I thought they'd give it like warning one bouncer, but okay, interesting call
Same,
with the wide here.
same, agree with you. But speaking of a wide, another one repeated, but Natsiva this time down the leg side. And I know I kind of tend to ruin it for Nia every time I'm just like 5 or 10 seconds ahead of her, but too bad. Anyway, time to enter the ICC Elite panel of umpires. Avanish saying Surya Sesha. I mean, we're planning to interview one. Let's see how that goes in Unwind. We'll
Ooh.
ask everyone. We'll ask him about everything which needs to revolve around umpiring. Again, obviously, all you guys are going to slander me right now in the comments or later. I know my mother and my sister will in terms of why your eyes all over the place. Well, Ma, for a start, I'm watching it up there in terms of the big ass TV, and then the lovely viewers are here, and the camera's bang in the center. So it's literally oscillating from north to south. It's quite ridiculous. Waiting for Harman to knock umpires off stump, saying Nani go for. Nani, you haven't told me if having an alcoholic beverage or non-alcoholic beverage. I still remember what I asked you. And haha, that was for the LBW umpire's call, not the wide saying Suresh. Yeah, I get that. I get that. So I said umpire's call. And I know it's very rude for me to eat, but sorry, guys. I had a very early lunch, back-to-back meetings, but here I am. Anyway, 36 for none, 4 overs gone. Tell me how much Delhi will get in the power play. I'm thinking 53 for 1 after 6 overs. Oh, hold your fucking phone. What a shot that is.
Oh.
What a shot that is. The devil's chicken really came out of my mouth while saying that. But nonetheless, 42 for none. And that's a 6, which is straight as a die, Neha Shetty. Straight as a die.
The way the Geo stream is one ball behind. Wow. Stand and deliver. Brilliant Shefali Verma stuff there. Yeah.
70 meters, and the Kotla is anyway a small stadium, but even there is appreciation from, I think, Amelia Kerr was giving her a little bit of thing. So Ismail, she's gone for 20 in her 2.1. How could she respond? Shefali goes again, and one bounce this time, or is it hit the boundary cushion on the flush? I mean, it's quite ridiculous to tell right now. But boy, oh girl, she's of course giving it an absolute tonk here, Shefali. She's 22 of 10, and Harman needs to plan for a counterpart. Is that flush on the rope? It could be, That's back-to-back
Wow.
sixes. Brilliant. He goes on to say, I'm a non-alcoholic and I'm having lemonade. Good on you. Good on you, honestly. Rude, come on, nothing like food and cricket. Best combo. Okay, sorry. In terms of the eating and talking at the same time, Surya, but Avanish, did you fan cam yesterday for RCB's last match? At home, I did. We're going to put out all the content right now. And my producer, Vikas, is absolutely annoyed that none of you guys are giving us the appreciation in those fan cams in the WPL. Can you guys just quickly go and like everything blindly? Because it's quality content. I'm not just saying it for the sake of it. And there's a 6 confirmed by the umpire over there.
Yeah.
So 48 for none, 4.2. Let me just change my predictions because I said 53 for 1. So I might just change it to 64 for 1. I still think there's a wicket over here. Oh, is it a wicket? Oh, that's... And what a celebration from Shabnam Ismail. Oh my God, this is what we want to see in the women's game. This is what we want to see in the women's game, Neha Shetty. Jesus Christ, look at the celebration. It was just a tame dismissal, whatever. But look at the celebration. Holy shit. They're not going to show it because it's obviously explicit. But she has given the big one if you ever was. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Fudge off. Fudge. Shut the
Yeah.
fudge door. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm losing my shit.
Yeah. I think, getting hit for 2 sixes, Shabnam Ismail was just, waiting to get that wicket and a brilliant breakthrough, honestly. I mean, they really needed it now.
Brilliant. And I called it. I said 1 wicket. I didn't just go with the recency bias in the 2 sixes or whatever. So I still think 64 for 1 is on in terms of the power play score. Also, before I just forget, I generally feel that was one of the most animated celebrations I've seen in the WPL history. The other one, which comes close to it, and all you keen observers will know what I'm talking about, is in the reverse fixture of this game. Arundhati got, I think, Nat Siva bowled, and Arundhati also gave a good send-off, dude. And I love it. It's not like the inner Kohli fan in me or whatever, but like celebrate, dude. Come on.
Yeah,
Wear
even
it in your
Meghna Singh, right, when she was getting those wickets against UP, she was like pointing at her tattoo. I think that was quite an interesting celebration too.
That is true. Also, let us know your best celebrations so far. I know Asha Shobna came up with a Neymar. There were a few others.
Yeah.
So you guys feel free to, of course, let us know your thoughts in the comments. And remember, about 20 of y'all are watching it, and there's not even 20 likes yet. I don't know what the hell's happening. Please, for the love of God, watch our content and like our content. It really, really matters to us. Right, pulled away. First ball. Oh, my word, Alice Capsey, get out of here. What a shot that is. That reminded me a little bit like Ricky Ponting, honestly. Front foot pull shot. Quality. Absolute quality. Bunter will be proud of that one. By the way, Soumi will join us. If you guys are thinking we're just doing a 2-panel watch-along, 2-person panel watch-along, it's not true. Soumi is going to be joining us. We're going to cut her some slack because she's had a riveting day and a tough day at the office, apparently. So we'll get into her mindset very shortly. 52 for 1, 4.5. It's very rude, again, of me not to ask you guys and Neha for your power play predictions because I'm thinking 64 for 1 and I've locked in mine. And I can tell y'all that whoever gets it right could stand a chance, the important word being could stand a chance to win 1,000 rupee Amazon voucher. You heard it here first. So let us know your power play scores, lock it in, and we'll try to do our best to give the winners if they win anything, essentially. Because not many people have been winning in the first innings predictions, right? Or is it just me? Because I know I've not done that many watch-alongs, but have many
Yeah,
people won?
tricky so far, yeah. Like even predicting the power play score, the first innings score, and everything. But yeah, I mean, I think it will be around 62, 63. How much they probably end with, like at the power play.
Okay, 64 is Joseph. Surya saying 57 for one. Appreciate that. Radha Yadav from DC is hardcore VK fan. She said she'll watch on YouTube for March VK aggression video. Insane. Insane.
Yeah. So apparently, Jemima was going through her YouTube history and whatever she watches, and she watches a lot of Virat Kohli aggressive videos to get pumped up before the match and just get in that mindset.
That's mad. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of really animated women's cricketers like a Kohli who always has a explicit to tell the opposition. I don't know if there's so many. I mean, Harmanpreet comes close, but she has it against pretty much every of the umpires and even the stumps at times. But jokes apart, let's see how she can marshal her troops in the last 5 balls because she's given the ball to Seka Shah, Harmanpreet, and it's Capsy who's just walked in, so she might fancy her chances because it's a 5 balls left in the power play. She sweeps to mid wicket for one. Keep your comments coming through. Jagmeet saying 63, Shubham Chaturvedi saying 60. The RCB guy, that's a new name. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And Trup Maktop. Trup Maktop. I hope I got that right. 65, you're going to say bold man. Aditya Pratap Singh saying Hindi में commentary करो यार. Okay, I'll try my best, buddy.
We'll try.
तो क्या बोलते हैं आखिरी ओवर है पापले में आखिरी ओवर है तो देखना है कि अभी फिलहाल कैप्सी ऑफसाइड पे जाएगी कि नहीं अभी कूलिंग पीरियड में है I don't know what I'm saying. Jesus
You
Christ.
really tried there, but yeah.
But yeah, look, Aditya, just give me a like. I'll try to introduce by Hindi as much as we can. You ask me a question and I'll answer in Hindi. How about that? Because predominantly we have English viewers, but I want to cater to you. I want to cater to people as much as I can. So come on, Adi, Aditya, whatever you get called at home as your nickname, give us a love. Akshay, Avanish, Neha, Soumi, can 4 of y'all there at Watchalong of RCB versus CSK? Now that is a cracking question, Mohammad Irfan. Now for starters, I don't think I'm going to be part of that watch along because of fan
You'll be
cams and all of
traveling?
that.
Ah.
I'll be traveling. I'd love to do that watch along. I'd love to do every RCB watch along, especially in the IPL, because talk about Virat Kohli being animated. I think if you've seen the last watch alongs, especially IPL 2023, like we don't hold back in terms of curses and we just pour out our raw emotions at the time. So, yeah, there'll be so many watch alongs. So, whether we're not there for the RCB CSK game, there will be a watch along. It'll just be maybe others. Akshay will definitely be there for that, for sure. There'll be probably Nicks. There'll be probably some new faces, which will also bring high energy to the fore. So, great stuff with regards to cricket.com. And why not? Because you look at the cricket calendar, we're sitting March right now, April, May, June is crazy. It's insane. It's like made
Yeah,
for
yeah.
watch along. So we'll be there every day pretty much, giving you guys live content. And the best part is you guys have made the watch along special. People like Mama Irfan, Vasan Narayan, Greg. I'm trying to think of all the cool cats, the regular ones.
Chuchand.
Rani, Chechant, are so close. 56 it is. No one really came and won, right? 56. No one said 56. Oh,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
God. I didn't lose the $1,000 voucher, but I'll use that same gift to, of course, give y'all if you tell me the first inning scores. So you guys can take your time till the 15th over. But before the 15th over, lock in your predictions and ₹1,000 Amazon voucher. You can buy a lot of funky stuff for that. I bought a mosquito bat because I really needed one. So it comes in use, dude. It comes in use. You can channel your inner Roger Federer or your Novak Djokovic with all the mosquito hitting and all of that stuff. But look, Neha, I've been rumbling around. I just wanted to get your thoughts on the power play because essentially Delhi on this surface, 56 for one. What are they thinking?
I think they're looking at a total in excess of 170, 180 because that is a total that will really challenge Mumbai, and they would want to go one up too, right? Because last time around we saw how they fell short by that very small margin. So setting that competitive total will definitely help. So I think they're looking at a total in excess of 170. I think that will be a safe one. And sometimes their bowlers can get hit for a lot, so it's their batting that will have to hold this side of the fight and actually put up a big total.
Okay, interesting because Nani going on to say 162, sorry, 142, beg your pardon. DC to end with 171, saying Surya. Still loving that Shabnam Ismail celebration, mind you. And ooh, good ball there from Basrakar. Great start to this over. 3 dots on the trot. DC to end with 171, 176 saying sports fan, 179 saying the RCB guy, and DC will finish at 176, 175. Everyone's going in that 170 mark, and they have good batters
Still
essentially.
left, yeah.
Um, you're talking about Jemmy and talking about Jess Jordisic, who absolutely gave me the nightmares that day in that RCB first game. When do RCB play next? I just want to have a quick look at the schedule. I mean, can you help us out here, Neha?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, leading edge here. Oh, and it was an attempt and a half from Haley Matthews, but
And
in vain. I mean, no luck. And like I keep saying, no women's land. Essentially, the first run of that over, but Lanning is back on strike. And Lanning has been like sedate a little bit. I know she had Shafali going berserk at the other end, but now is where you expect a good 60 from her, I'm guessing, in quick time to just like bat.
definitely, yeah. Oh, and yeah, RCB plays their next match tomorrow versus the Gujarat Giants. So yeah, another match to look forward to. Hopefully, RCB can replicate the kind of performances they've been putting in, right?
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, we did put a poll out, but I think the question was, will Sekai Sharks drop catch proof costly? Um, Let me know. I mean, obviously, right now, she dropped Shafali itself, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it didn't really prove to be that costly. But nonetheless, 58 for one, Delhi Capitals. And this is the fixture, which is the standout fixture in the WPL so far. Delhi being pretty much the only competitor to Mumbai so far, or what we've seen in the 1.5 seasons gone by. Sure, there is RCB, sure, there is UP, sure, GG's not been really in it, but these two will really make a good game out of it. And if you don't believe me, go check out the highlights of the first game these two played. Last ball six from Sajna. Quality ending to that game. Anyway, more comments to come, and like this particular video. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. I don't know how many times I've said that in my goddamn life, but it's honestly important to note. If Bond finish top, RCB will need to win 3 matches. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. I think at least winning two out of these three will be very important for RCB, and that's why they can probably try to get the better of Delhi and Gujarat, because we saw what happened in that Mumbai match. A very abysmal and disappointing performance from RCB. So there are still matches left. So RCB will actually have to they have 4 more matches left. So yeah, at least three to make it to the top three.
Yeah, that is something that all the red fans will think about. But meanwhile, Amelia Kerr comes into the attack right now to bowl to Capsy. And straight away, she's adopted the reverse sweep and gets 4. It was premeditated. She read it like an absolute book. Think the winner tonight practically has 1 foot in the knockouts and can realistically aim to finish in the top 4 for direct spot in the final. Goes on to say Surya. Yeah, it's food for thought, that. Food for thought, literally. The top edge saying nice. Sajna has been a revelation in terms of power hitting. Which player surprised you the most till now? Saying sports fan. I think Sherawat from UP. I mean, we know she's the under 19 captain. She can really tonk it well, but we didn't see it really that much in the season. And this time, again, she really kind of wowed me. I mean, you can look at that random knock from him in someone like, who was it? Tanuja Kanwar,
Hmm.
where she kind of propelled her team score.
Yeah, she
So
scored a
think of that.
21. Yeah.
Yeah, but for you, Neha, does anyone really come to mind?
For me, it definitely has to be Yastika Bhatia. I mean, I've often thought of her not as that, ideal opener for
Yeah.
T20s, but she has proven me wrong. And the kind of performances, she's put in for Mumbai as an opener, she's been really good. And this is in the presence of Hayley Matthews, who's had a very quiet women's Premier League, compared to the inaugural edition performance. So I think she's really held batting from one end, which has augured well for Mumbai. So for me, she has been a revolution of sorts. And yeah, again, the domestic players also coming to the fore and performing. In spite of the inconsistencies with captaincy, we see sometimes them not getting a longer run or another over of sorts. So yeah, for me, it has to be Yastika.
Okay. Speaking of power hitting, there was some powerful shot that from Capsy because she gets four more and it burst through the hands of Hayley Matthews, who was trying to stop that one. But Teddy getting some good runs in this over because Vasarkar kept it tight from the other end. So 73 for one now, 7.5 sink your streams in. Some good appreciation shown in the chat about power hitting. Navgiri surprised me as well. John T's corner, Jaddu's corner. Think that backward point region needs to be named after Lanning. Picks the gap better than a GPS.
Yeah. Yeah.
The way she just carves a beyond point, it's just brilliant. I absolutely agree with you, Surya. And Shubham Gupta saying, Avanish looking smart. Thank you. It was either going to be this or either the Afghanistan jersey, because all the other blue jerseys that I had been either washed or tucked away somewhere in the cupboard, so I couldn't find it. So I wanted to surprise her with the Afghan blue because obviously DC and MI is blue indeed. Right, 74 for one, 8 overs gone, and it's time for the fun quiz that me and Neha keep surprising each other with. So Neha, we can start with you. I mean, you can just randomly ask me names because I really failed in that, and I want to prove you wrong. And then the next strategic timeout, I'll ask you the game of lies.
Game of lies. Okay. Let's think of some women cricketers. Do I repeat the names from last time?
Oh my god. No, no, I think I'll get them.
You will
Pick
get them.
anyone else. I think your knowledge of women's cricket is second to none. So you can name me any and I'll just tell them. I mean, I'll tell you which country they're from.
Okay. Um, Fine. So we'll start. Gunjan Shukla.
What?
There is a player called Gunjan Shukla. Yeah.
Gunjan Shukla.
Yeah.
She has to be. Oh, this is a trick question. She can't be Indian because then it's just like too obvious. Um, I would say the UAE.
No, she's from Sweden. Like plays for Sweden.
What? I don't think anyone in the chat would have got that. But anyway, let's proceed. Zero out of
Yeah.
one.
Okay. I think this is fairly simple. Shakira Selman.
Shakira Selman. I would say she plays for South Africa.
No, West Indies.
Oh my god, I was going to
I
go
thought
with
the name,
Caribbean.
I thought
I
the
was going
name would give it away.
By the way, Surya Sesha getting into the chat, and yeah, sports fan, you got that. He's saying, here's one for you, Sharanya Sadarangani.
The name sounds familiar, but I can't place a country as yet. Yeah, this is, I think, the trick one.
Netherlands. I don't know. Canada, USA.
Oh.
Says SS98.
I was thinking
Give me
of
another
Qatar and all. Yeah.
Give me another one. Because I think the
Okay.
quiz is being appreciated and enjoyed in the chat.
Okay, another one. Katie Mack. This is fairly simple.
Okay, Katie Mack. Safe answer. Scotland.
No, Australia. Dude,
Oh,
she's
come
played.
on! Neha! Are you serious? I'm not
Oh,
got
no.
one right. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Surya
Okay,
Sesha
okay.
saying plays for Germany, apparently.
Oh yeah, another name. Let's see if you get this one. Anuradha Dodballapur.
Anuradha Dodbalapur. Okay. All right. Which country does she play for?
Hint: she's a
Obviously,
skipper. Yeah,
again, can't be India because it's just too straightforward. I would say the Netherlands.
Germany.
Oh my God. There and thereabouts. I think they share the border, I think. Anyway, but back to the action. Right now, we'll save the quiz for the strategic timeout the next time. But lovely playing that with you all the time. And even the guys in the chat get really interactive when we have any sort of quiz. So I think we'll try to do that as much as we can in the watch along, especially when the game is petering into either a predictable result or whether there is strategic timeout. According to that, we'll shoehorn them in. Right. Siva Bunt to continue. Siva Brunt, beg your pardon. Why am I playing Humaira Kazi instead of Amandeep Kaur? I really like Amandeep Kaur, dude. Like whatever I've seen her off the bat, every time she just gives me a little cameo or something like that. But can you answer this for SS98, Nia?
Yeah, I think again with Humaira Kazi, because she's played domestic cricket, like, I mean, so has Amandeep Kaur, but Humaira Kazi has been a more consistent fixture for Mumbai. So that's why, I think they depend on her. But again, when you look at the composition of Mumbai, they like rely heavily on their overseas players and a few India internationals, right? So the other players are just like fillers in that team. So perhaps, they're still not giving a run to the other domestic players because they have the solid, playing 11 team composition set in stone. So yeah, probably once they're in a more comfortable position in the table, perhaps you'd see them, want to experiment with other domestic players as well, or we'd want to hope that, yeah.
Mumbai has some really good Indian players in terms of these names that we mentioned right now. Your Humaira Kazis, your Amandeep Kaurs, your maybe a Chintamani Kalita. Have we got that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Those kind
Fatima
of players
Jaffer, yeah.
who are obviously not really getting the amount of game time they would like. Do you think they are women cricketers right now who can walk into the other WPL teams or not really? The names that I've taken in particular.
Not really, because again, we see with the other teams, the preference is given to players who have played like before for India, or your overseas players as well. And I think that's where, if the Women's Premier League actually expands to a bigger league, say, you have a 6 teams, 8 teams, or 10 teams, that's where a lot of these domestic players could be immediately, slotted into that playing 11. So here's hoping for a day like that. Till then, I think they'll continue to make the right noises in domestic cricket. And I think this also takes me back to a discussion we had in another watch along that, if not playing in the playing 11, at least the fact that they're in the squad, amongst this ecosystem of, overseas players and, good quality coaches and infrastructure and everything, that's definitely going to help their game. And, when they take it back to their state setups as well, you would see an improvement in cricket. So, yeah, I think that's a positive that, we can definitely take.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely spot on with your thoughts there. And I feel like I was just watching the last two balls and Capsies hit it straight both to Haley Matthews. She spanked it for no runs. So good tight over there from Nat Siver. 76 for one now. 9 overs gone. If you guys are joining us in this watch along, say hi to Neha in the comments. Say hi to me in the comments. Let us know your thoughts on this Tuesday evening. It's the first game in the Delhi leg of the WPL too. So let me know if you guys are going for the games, if you guys are watching this watch along from Delhi. And remember, in the watch along, we do random things. We've played some quizzes, we give you some stats. I've been eating food. So it's just a very candid live show, unlike any other on the Indian landscape in terms of YouTube and cricket, that is. And we also do something which sets us apart, which is take every goddamn comment, whether it's nice, good, bad, ugly, we do cater to your thoughts. Right, Haley Matthews into the attack, and there's a packed leg side, but she'll still get two here landing. 28 to 24, and she really needs to go into fourth and fifth gear now, potentially. Way too soon. Uh, Way to you soon, love, mom. XX sent from Windows Mail. You and I am to you saying, Talapati coming. All right. Talapati coming. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Rupa saying, I think to 2026, Mohammad Irfan, because Mohammad Irfan saying, when will we see the sixth WPL
Yeah,
team in
yeah.
the future? Yeah, maybe a couple of years from now. But again, it has to like expand that way. And I would have ideally wanted it to be, no offense to the Gujarat Giants, the UP Warriors, but I would wanted it to be the LSG women and then the Gujarat Titans women, and then have an academy and then get the other three teams on board, Chennai Super Queens, all of that. Oh, she's played it all over. What are the girls doing these days? Yesterday I saw a funky shot, which did cost her a wicket, but this time Capsy being too funky for her own good, and the second wicket falls for Delhi. And Haley Matthews, well, Sharman, what the hell is Sharman? Harman has, of course,
Ah.
called correctly in terms of tactics, giving the ball as well. Do you think that's a timely blow? Do you think Capsy was in her day today? Because again, 19 of 20, Neha.
Yeah, I think the conditions are also kind of slowing, right? I mean, at the power play, we saw them at like at going at 9 or something, and now we see that slowing down happen. I think it's a big breakthrough nonetheless, for Mumbai, and Haley Matthews delivering with the ball, if not with the bat. And just going back to your pointer of, how like right now in the Women's Premier League, we see weak teams with like the UP Warriors and Gujarat. I think we still need to give them a fair go, right? Because right now these are teams that don't have like a men's equivalent team, so even they are probably just trying to understand how auction dynamics and everything pans out. So we'll have to give them the benefit of doubt, with respect to certain management and other decisions that kind of did not go their way, that's leading to the kind of performances that's happening now. So yeah, let's wait and watch to see if they can get their mojo right. But I think UP Warriors, like the kind of off-field ventures they are a part of, it's actually great stuff. You should probably check that out as well. Like on their social media, they're doing like a lot of work, and they also like talk about the other ventures they do. So yeah, check that out too.
Check it out indeed. Jamie's the new batter, and she straight away calls for two and gets two. So well done, Jamie. Remember, all you guys joining us, please feel free to, of course, tell us your thoughts in the comments. We'll take a couple of comments right now. In WPL 2025, can see new venues, Lucknow and Ahmedabad. Your thoughts, guys? Saying Mohammed Irfan will address that question very shortly. Landing slow starts. Is she actually looking scratchy at times? Or is it fair to say she's just picking out the fielders a bit too often? Surya and Chennai Super Queen saying Shubham. Punjab Queen saying Shubham Gupta as well. And commentators are wearing the worst dress code in WPL. Yeah, I saw what Anjum Chopra was wearing the other day. An absolute shocker. The fashion police will definitely nab her for that. What else? Why don't we have team anthems down the WPL, IPL saying Shubham and CSK को दम है तो WPL में जीत कर दिखाना RCB के सामने नानी को
Um,
Okay. And Rupa, is it some kind of guessing or you read anywhere just asking? I love how the chat is having a chat within the chat. And that's four. That's brilliant. That's four from Lanning. We got a question about Lanning. And speaking of that, I'll just throw that one forward to Neha right now because Surya has another one about Jemmy in a bit. But what about Lanning slow starts? Do you think it's just a matter of luck? We're nitpicking, we're reading it too much into it?
No, I think it's a fair observation by Surya there. Lanning, does kind of take her time to settle in. But I think it's also important to read the match context, right? Because if there are wickets falling, you need someone like her to, stick around and, just kind of anchor the innings and then eventually pull out the lusty blows, because otherwise, who else will hold the innings together, right? So I think although the slow starts are characteristic of her knocks, she still goes on to make those 50s, 60s, which kind of makes a difference for the team. So it's just about trusting her instinct. And right now we see the conditions, I think, is slowing down a little bit. So a few boundaries here and there we see her, and now with Jemmy in the middle, I think you'll see much better running. The ones being converted to twos, and like the scoreboard will, I think, move at a healthy pace.
Yeah, Vasakar is back into the attack, 10th over up. Remember, you guys still have 5 overs to lock in your predictions for your first innings. Because lots of you guys said 170, I think it was at the time, 173, 174. And lots of you guys must be wondering, why me eating chewing gum? Well, I just want to get rid of all the garlic in my mouth. Let me know your favorite chewing gum since childhood. This is mine. I don't know what Neha thinks about chewing gums. Did you like Boomer while growing up? Was it
Yes,
the
yes.
ones you remember the ones you get with the tattoos on it?
Yeah. Growing up, that was such a big craze, man. Like, with
That
those
was
tattoos and Boomer. Yeah. Those were the days.
Boomer, then that crazy center fresh where it just bursts in the middle. That
Yeah.
was but yeah, good old
Watermelon.
Trident, obviously. Can't
Yeah.
go wrong with Trident. But yeah, we ask you random things like this. It's not just about cricket. But going back to the cricket, let's address the Jemmy point now. Can she build her way into an innings with a regular strike rate rotation, which is her USP?
Definitely. I think Jemima, although she's not considered as a conventional T20 player, her numbers really don't do justice to the kind of player she is. I think she brings a lot of variety and, this different way of looking at T20s where you don't always have to, strike those boundaries. Just take the ones, take the two, settle in, then go for the big ones. And I think, yeah, she will eventually come to her own in T20s as well. But I know she's much suited for your ODIs and tests now. But I think, occasions like this would really bring that other side of her game, building partnerships and good running between the wickets, which I hope a lot of players can also kind of pick on. But yeah, that's particularly what I like of her. And it's a very good point by Surya indeed.
And Jemmy is very orthodox, right? Like she doesn't have any funky play in her armory. Like, does she have anything
As
like a
yet.
ramp or the reverse sweep?
Not yet. She just like sweeps a lot, if that's like an unconventional shot. But yeah, barring that, I don't think
Oh, that was a wild throw there. Sorry, Neha. But that was a wild throw but by Haley Matthews. But Vasrika has bowled absolute gold us so far. None for
yeah,
four and a
yeah.
1.5. So she's really making it count. 88 for two.
Hmm.
That 170 also looks a little tough right now. Anand Pratap Singh saying, "Hi bro, IPL final kya hona chahiye?" Well bro, IPL final RCB CSK होना चाहिए और कोहली जीतना है पर सुपर ओवर में सेकंड ओवर सुपर ओवर में और धोनी और कोहली आना है सुपर ओवर और कोहली जीतता है क्योंकि कोहली नहीं जीता है तो इसलिए मैं आईपीएल 2024 आरसीबी रखता विनर I mean,
Wow.
I was talking absolute garbage there, but I was just adhering to that comment. But imagine that, Nia. Imagine we're talking about
Two
RCB
super
CSK being
overs.
the
Hmm.
opening game, but imagine if it's a final. Kohli, Dhoni's last IPL, dare I say, but he's got to play till 2027. We all know.
I mean, it would make for a great match, but then you are talking about two super overs in that match. Just imagine our BP and like everything. It's just going to like, oof.
People will be going mad. People will be going
Yeah.
mad. And it'll be in Chennai, right? Because the final will be in Chennai for sure.
Hmm.
So imagine Kohli going there at Fortress Chepauk, winning it in the second super over, far back. It'll be too good to be true. Anyway, that's wishful thinking, but thank you for your appreciation. I mean, not appreciation, but question, Anand Pratap Singh. Yes, I think 50 या 60 तो मारना ही है धोनी आनंद प्रताप सिंह गोइंग टू से आनंद प्लीज लाइक करो यार शेयर करो सबको फ्रेंड्स को बोल दो कि cricket.com बढ़िया चैनल है सबका कमेंट लेते हैं just my Hindi is so terrible. I apologize. I feel like an absolute clown sometimes. Sure that Masukar might not finish her quota even today, given Harman's back. And Mahi will captain CSK women's also from off field, saying Kushal. Shah Kushal, good evening to you. Where have you been? And have you liked all our content, Kushal, in terms of the Bharat Arun interview? By the way, the Bharat Arun interview on Unwind, can you guys give me some honest feedback right now? I'll take constructive criticism. Let me know what you guys liked, disliked, so we can make it better for you all in the future unwinds. More than happy to, of course, take everything with a pinch of salt, indeed. Anyway, Lanning gets another boundary, and that offside is just her best friend, Nia. It's magnificent to see how she threads the needle every fucking time. Anyway, 95 for 2, 11.1. And Lanning this time going aerial and going 6. That's
Oh.
glorious from Meg Lanning. There was a fielder, and she did give it a right go at the boundary, but look, hands on hips from Mumbai fielders, and 100 comes up for Delhi, and Lanning is into the 40s right now, and she needs to start going into fourth, fifth gear, like I said. More particular comments to take. Avanish Aure, Vandu, Yeredu, Matu, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೇಳಿ ನನ್ಗೆ ನನ್ ಖಂಡಿತ ನನ್ ನಿಮ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು RCB support ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು I mean this is again going into slanderous territory. Cut away from Lanning. She's playing with that field, man. She's amazing, Neha. This is just perfect offside masterclass batting from Meg Lanning. I can't tell you more. Honestly, it's crazy. Go on. I mean, what are your thoughts this over? 4-6-4 wide already. They're really catching in, Neha.
Definitely, I think like Amelia Kerr coming in, we thought it might kind of restrict the run flow, but Meg Lanning certainly had other thoughts. Clearly the boundaries doing the talking, and also I think brings us back to that point, of Meg Lanning having scratchy start, taking her time to settle in, but once she gets the bowler to attack, she is unstoppable, and I think this is a prime example of her, just going all out. Brilliant stuff. Yeah.
Brilliant. Even the last one right now that you just saw, the one that she guided, she started even
Hmm.
trying to get that through the gap like a cheeky Australian that she is. But 49 to 33 and a strike rate's now well above 148. So 106 for 2, 11.4. And Delhi still have 50 balls in their innings to really make it count. And they come back for 2 here. So great running, great over. What a productive over with 1 ball still to go, remember. So Harmanpreet not liking the fielding from the boundary, but she'll have to take it. So essentially, we're talking 18 of this over. with 1 ball to go. Keep your comments coming through. I haven't taken a few in a while, which I will definitely take. Why do you say take everything with a pinch of salt? Lamau saying Kushal. I mean, it's just an old adage saying. I don't know if the any salt joke there that you're mentioning, but I don't do anything like that. What else? Lanning equals Ponting saying Shubham Gupta. Bro, CSK team is crazy, but RCB deserve one trophy of IPL. You're telling me, bruv. Anand bhai, I've been the longest RCB fan, like 2008. Like, it just pains me to go back to all the highlights and see all the games. That first game when Dravid got bowled by Ishan Sharma, that was just like a dagger to my heart after Brendan McCullum scored 72,000 runs in that first fucking game. It's ridiculous. Come on, Delhi, follow your legacy and get a run out, saying Nani Code 4. And Tushar Singh, Neha saying, we were hoping for Carp and Care, but here Lanning giving Care proper thrashing. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely, yeah.
It's been some good innings, but do you think this will enter the top 5, top 7 of the WPL too? Landing so far? Not really.
Not really, because again, the Bangalore pitch did see a very different side to her. But this is again a good knock in the context of, again, wickets falling and her, kind of staying strong for the team and getting those runs. A good knock, but I don't think it would, like, feature in the top 5 to 7. Yeah.
Absolutely. And look, one of the guys in the comments is wrong because he said Vasraka was done with the quota. No, she bowls another one. And it's good to see. And look, they're showing the crowd here on the TV sets. And it's quite packed, guys. I don't know what you guys are saying. So good on Delhi and the Firozshah Court. Let us see Delhi appreciating the WPL as well. 110 for 2, 12.1. Oh, good delivery from Rastaka. Remember, Lanning is one away from the 50. On a side note, I think Delhi Capitals men's team will be craving for a pitch like this too, saying Surya and Adam Pratap saying, bro, I'm Siddhant. I'm 15-year-old. Okay. Sorry, Siddhant. 15-year-old Siddhant getting chatty in the comments. But Siddhant, दोस्तों को बोलो कि cricket.com अच्छा चैनल है, बढ़िया है, फॉलो करो, सब्सक्राइब करो. इंस्टाग्राम पे है हम लोग 4 लाख फॉलोइंग है. My Hindi really needs to stop, right, Neha?
I mean, you're trying.
Trying. That's the difference between try and triumph. A little oomph. I'm trying to give you a little oomph in terms of Hindi, English, and all of that. Right. If they go for at 12s and over, they'll get 200. If they go to at 15s and over, they'll get 215. But I think they might go at 9s here to end at 185, which is still a solid score. And it just makes you think how much they'll get. Remember, you still have 15 balls to tell us your predictions of the first innings prediction contest. And you guys will win 1,000 rupees as an Amazon voucher if you predict your first inning score right. So Delhi right now have 114 for 2. How much will they get in the 20th over? Let us know in the comments and subscribe if you guys are new. And brilliant from Meg Lanning. She gets to 50. Well played. Aussie legend. 68th 50 in her T20
Great
career.
knock.
She has, of course, 300s for good measure as well. But now she'll really want to put the foot in the accelerator and go zoom, zoom, zoom. Whatever that meant. Right, top ball. Ooh, Vasraka showing some fight. How is that not running on the pitch? How is that not running on the pitch? But let me know. Bill Mumlo. Good to see you, Bill. Very good to see you. You did win the How's That competition yesterday in the last week edition. So Akshay shouted your name out. Go check out MNL. Remember, we do a Monday Night Live podcast. All you lovely listeners right now, watchers, viewers, Anand Pratap Singh / the 15-year-old Siddhant. Please, Monday Night Live, Deko, watch karo. It's brilliant. Lanning pulls this time, and she might be held out here. Oh, that's a sensational grab. And Vastrakar has the last laugh, and it's a
Oh.
sensational catch, like I said. Coming forward, diving forward, and Meg Lanning has to go, but she's done her job. 53 of 38. I said a quick fire at 50, 60 should take that. And again, a word in the fielding here, Neha, because she had to come forward, and she
Oh.
did. The absolute perfect.
What an effort. And yeah, Pooja Vasarkar kind of deserved that wicket. I mean, through the season, every single time, she's given the ball, she's been super economical, right? I mean, the wicket tally might not really show that, but she's been brilliant. So I'm really happy to, see her get this wicket. But what does this mean for Delhi, right? I mean, they would obviously be hit by a big setback. I think Jenny will have to take the role of the aggressor now. And even for the new batter coming in, it's probably going to be a little challenging considering, the way the conditions
So
are
who's the new
playing.
batter? Because if the
Yeah.
new batter is Jess Jonathan, it's not going to be tough for her, I feel.
Yeah, I mean the way she's been going, right, playing the finisher's role to absolute perfection, and she's just been such a yeah.
Absolutely nuts. Yeah, I mean, she's been a fantastic finisher. Sorry to cut you off there, but lots of other comments coming through. I think today MI might be properly tested given the potential target of 200 that DC can set. If Sanjay goes on to say, Sanjay, I don't know what your prediction is, but you have 2 overs like everyone else to lock in your first innings predictions. Do you think DC can get to 200 from here? Right now, Marizon Cap has come out to bat, so they still have Jonathan after that. So you fancy Delhi to get minimum 60 from here, right? That's 174, which all you guys said.
Yeah.
But get the 10, 15, 20 extra, only time will tell. Sekai Shark into her third over now, Neha. Is it a good time to bring her on? None for 12 in her two, but right now I think Jemmy also and the new batter Cup might fancy their chances against her or not really.
I think yeah, they would want to definitely attack the spinner. Saika Ishak has again had mixed fortunes in this women's Premier League with the benchmark being the kind of performances she put in that last women's Premier League. So I think if not now, when, right? They can definitely attack. And yeah, 7 more overs. Let's see how much Delhi can eventually end up getting, right, from this stage.
No, absolutely. I feel like it's integral that Delhi get at least 180 psychologically with regards to how it all unravels in the second innings. And obviously, it's going to get slower and lower as the pitch goes on, even though it's not going to be drastic. But you guys know what I mean, and the scoreboard pressure as well to factor in. And not to forget, look, Delhi have a really good attack. So if they can create some early inroads, like they did the last time out, they played Mumbai. They got, I think, Yastika early. They doubled the top order of MI. And if they can do that again today, they have a really good sniff of winning this. Sekai Shark so far 2 balls, 2 decent balls, but I think now Cap will be really checked out. Obviously, she'll take a couple of sighters to see how this pitch plays out because it's obviously a new venue for all the teams, including the two on display tonight. Keep your comments coming through, remember, because we have another person joining this watch along party. I say party because it's always a party when there's 3 people, and it's our beloved Xiaomi. How's it going, Xiaomi? And good to see you. I heard it was a tough day at the office, but I'm guessing a productive one.
Yeah, I think I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to be watching this game. I mean, it's going absolutely bang 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 for Delhi now.
It
Almost like a
is.
200,
No,
probably the
absolutely.
prediction.
I just want to ask you, Shami, what are you feeling? Gut feel here. 117 for 3, 13.4. If you had to really put a score right now, 180, 185, 190?
I mean, 200 is what we'll look at. I mean, yesterday we saw 198. Uh, I mean, I'm still with such a with the batting lineup that Delhi has. Definitely a 200 is up on the cards. Delhi got a 200 last year, right?
Yeah, they got a couple of
Yeah,
200s. They got a couple of 200s and they
yeah.
got a high score against RCB the last time I did the watch along with these two girls, of course. Take some more comments coming through right now. Priyanshu Dhawan, good to see you. Expecting these two teams to be the finalists like last year with DC beating Emma in their home ground. And that's what we wanted to not see, right? Even from a neutral fans perspective, we were talking about the last time we were doing the watch along where the first year of the IPL. So RR and CSK play the final, and then the next year it's the last two teams of the 2008 competition play the final, and that's what we want to see. It shouldn't just be repeat and rinse from that perspective. There goes the hope of 200 saying Tushar Singh, but Shawmi's still confident. So look, there's still Jess Jonathan, there's still Carp. Jemmy might really get some quick fire runs. Sanjay going on to ask, and Neha, I'll give this one to you. When was the last time Pooja completed a quota under Harman? Don't remember her finishing a quota for India as well in recent times. And again, Vasrika replaced by Siva Brunt.
Yeah, I think this will be the first match where she'd probably get a fair chance to finish her spell. But a good question. I mean, I can't remember the last time Pooja actually got a chance to finish her spell off, and that's why we put Harman's captaincy under the scanner. Why they're just not giving Pooja more opportunities? And even I think in that Australia series we witnessed a similar trend. Hopefully, at least from the Delhi leg we see Pooja get her fair share of 4 overs, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Pooja as a 4 over bowler is a must, especially the fact that she just got a wicket in the last over, broke that partnership, and her first 2 overs was gold dust as well. 180 saying Singh Turup Maktop. Remember, you guys can revise your first innings predictions in the next 5 balls All you guys went crazy saying 170. If you guys want to stick with that, don't worry. Our producer Shaunak will take note of it. But let us know in the next 4 balls, more importantly, because anything after the 15th over is an invalid answer. So you don't win the 1,000 rupee hamper, which I'm giving out today, the Amazon voucher. Like I said, I won one of these vouchers before through an office party, and I bought myself a mosquito bat. So you guys can buy anything. A juicer, I think, is 950 bucks. What else do you get for 1,000 bucks? But look, comment, and you guys can win that. 188 final prediction saying Jagmeet Singh Oberoi. I think that's a good way to look at it. Just say final prediction, and we'll know that's the final thing that you guys are saying. It's is number 4 best batting position for Jemmy, a DC wants an anchor there in the middle. Let's give this to Xiaomi. Xiaomi, what do you think about Jemmy in terms of generally we were talking about her just before as well. You popped on.
Yeah.
What's her best entry point? What's her best position according to you in T20s?
I think she's yet to bloom as a T20 player, but at the moment, I mean, the role that she's playing in this particular team is probably that anchoring kind of a role, and it's probably the similar kind of a role that she plays in the India team as well. But I mean, I sometimes feel that in the situations where she would actually need to go and do that hitting kind of a play the hitting kind of a game, that's where she might fall just a little short at the moment. It's not really coming up as a glaring gapping hole, especially considering the way the Delhi had been playing. But in one of the odd days, if at all she needs to take up the role of that hitter, how she performs, that's what something we will be really keen to look at.
Yeah, it's a good point that you mentioned there because even right now, since she's come in, she's taken her time to really
Yeah,
uh, catch. I mean, make her innings catch fire if you want to put it that way. 13 balls
yeah.
still for 12. The last 13 balls in the innings hasn't seen a boundary. So clearly, after Lanning's wicket, Delhi have just been pulled back by this Mumbai team. And it's so important that they kick on from here. And I was hoping that they send Jess Jonathan ahead of Karp. But look, Karp's got 5 balls as well in her innings. And let's see if she can really carry on from here. We'll take some more comments right now. 188 final prediction. I took that. With GG and the body language, they keep showing the nowhere getting Ara 2008 moment anytime soon. Seeing Sanjay Papigiri, Tushar Singh. I think the new ball is coming a lot better onto the bat, and it looks like it's getting difficult to hit. And there was another one. Bill Mumlo saying, can we buy a trophy for 1,000 rupees? You could. I mean, maybe a good old sports shop around the house. You could find something for 750. I'm guessing. I don't know on Amazon, but you can keep that for yourself, Bill. Mumlo. That is.
Also just picking up the conversation on how Pooja Vastrakar is being, is not finishing her quota. Just there's this article on, there's this news, the article on cricket.com today itself, which talks about how Pooja Vastrakar is criminally underused in Mumbai Indians. I think it's a very, very good article. And it just talks about how she has not got her overs, how she has not been used to her full potential. Pretty much an eye opener.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's published by I think one of the boys. I think they put it out the other day, and it's a good plug
Gaurav.
Gaurav,
in.
yeah. Gaurav, yeah.
Gaurav, indeed. So go check that out if you guys are into written content because some good points mentioned by Gaurav in that one. And I think I've not read it personally, but I vouch in terms of what Xiaomi's just told us. Let me just come to Neha really quickly. But before that, address the comments because 15 overs up, remember. So people locking in their scores. Shubham saying 178, Nani saying 173, Bill saying 179, Shubham saying 181. What did you girls say?
I think I had predicted 175 back then. Which yeah, but
I don't
might fall
remember what I
short.
predicted. I don't remember what I predicted, but I'm going to lock in mine right now. I'm going to go 168. 168.
I would go a 183. Sorry, no. Sorry. 175.
Now all three of us are suddenly becoming more pragmatic about our predictions because remember the last time we were here, I remember doing the prediction contest with you all. We were all saying, yeah, 100% it's going to be that much, and it just fell flat in our face. But Xiaomi is being more realistic, and so is Neha, and so am I. Anand Pratap Singh saying 189, and Surya Sesha saying, I'm sticking with my 171 prediction earlier, guys, which is brilliant. Priyanshu Dhawan going on to say, MI for DC fans has been a bit like Australia for India fans. Have beaten us in IPL, WPL, T20 finals, so hoping for some revenge this year. Sorry to hear that from your perspective if you are a DC fan. And Demi should have been captaining one of the IPL teams, WPL teams, beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Um, who knows, in due course, if it's going to widen like we were talking, Neha, and the more teams in the mix, obviously the quality will be spread out more. There'll be more cricketers coming to the fore as well, which will be good to see. So let's see. I mean, essentially, that's the hope. So 123 for 315 overs gone. I just want to ask you, Neha, how do you think Mumbai are going to bowl in the death? Because they have been a mixed bag this year in terms of the death over bowling.
Yeah, definitely. I think death bowling has been a concern for most teams, right? But I think it's also important to factor in how it's been a challenge for teams batting first, who have not been able to get their best and put up those big totals. But yeah, even looking at Mumbai, they have not had the best of returns, but they still have Pooja Vastrikar, you have Shabnam Ismail, you still have the spinners and everyone coming in. And yeah, hopefully they can do the job. And yeah, so I assume we might see some good performance, at least in this Delhi leg of things. Yeah.
Yeah, the Delhi live things will be interesting. By the way, do you have any friends going for the game? Short, Chemi Rodriguez. That is absolute across the line. She swept Shabnam Ismail for four here. Just take a look at the shot. It's absolutely brilliant. And look at Shawmi's cute little pupper. Is that your Labrador?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She
Oh my
pretty much
God.
watches the games with me.
100% most welcome him or her on the Watchalong, because if Akshay's niece is, of course, a great guest to have, then Shawmi's little cute pupper also is definitely something to see. Jamie Rodriguez, remember, needs to play catch-up cricket at 18 of 16. But yeah, we were talking about Shawmi's dog there. Don't think I'm saying Papa is in Papa, but like Papa. Like people get with all my British accent. They'll be like, "Kya bol raha hai, bhai?" Anyway, who is the best captain when I say this question? Dhoni or is laughing in the corner? I mean, we don't want to talk about men's cricket, but like, yeah, if you want to say Dhoni, I think it is essentially. Who else have asked us a question? Pooja, it's an interesting scenario. She ought to be bowling more, but am I also blessed with too many multi-skilled players? Some players barely have enough to do in the 11. And that's the point that we were talking about, right, Neha, earlier?
Exactly. And with Pooja, I think, she can definitely be given more overs. It's just a matter of time. And, let's see Harman's mindset in this side of things. But yeah, with Mumbai, that's the thing, right? Their overseas players are all multi-dimensional players. All of them are all-rounders. You definitely have to give them bowling as well. And that's where, you see the India players and the domestic ones not getting as much opportunity. And I think this time around also, we really got to see some I wouldn't say, for the lack of a better word, I'd say like holes in Mumbai's thing when some of their overseas players were not performing. You could really see how matches were getting drawn, and the teams were able to actually test them across a lot of fronts. So yeah, I think it's still interesting to see that, but hopefully the Indian players can also come to their own.
I'm
That's about
clapping
it.
with not just Neha's remarkable analysis, but I'm clapping for, of course, Jemmy's inside out brilliance with this shot. She's utilized the pace, and boy, she's got four for this. And this is the improvisation that I was talking about from Jemmy, because she's so technically sound that sometimes you feel like T20 might be a little bit too much for her. But again, she's showing why she belongs in this WPL and this format indeed. But can she go higher and higher? She goes, no, it's just a single this time. So 135 for three, but she's got boundaries for this over. But it's a productive one indeed. We'll just need some more questions right now. Fabulous shot staying, Stacia, as usual. What happened to the golf course interview? Man, they just didn't adhere to us. Can you believe that, Nani? Can you believe that? I mean, you heard it on Sky Sports, right? Like Root and all of these boys were in Bangalore. We tried to reach out to the ECP manager, Danny. He said, look, boys are just golfing. We don't want to be disturbed. So we're like, okay, cool. So we might do something with them in the future, but unfortunately, what's it to be, man? We tried our best. Right, what a shot that is from Arizan Karp, and nearly goes all the way for six. Probably the flattest six I've seen in my life in the WPL, but nonetheless, she
Why
gets
are they
four.
persisting with? Why did they persist with Shabnam Ismail after such a?
and she should have like finished the quota
Oh,
of Vastakar as well. But 139 for 316, guys. And I mean, it's seemingly looking like a good finish for Delhi. Four more coming in that last ball. Miracle Gaming 2.0 saying, love you. Do you love us as a channel? Do you love us individually? Let us know. If you love the girls, of course, they do deserve some love. Pooja at least gets overs. Amanjot hardly gets to do anything. And Surya Sesha having a combination of Matthews and SP Care is like feeling two extra players in the 11. Yeah, I mean, it's just spoiled. They're spoiled for choice. They are spoiled for choice. I'm surprised that DC also has fans saying Turup Mark Top being cheeky over there.
so
Uh,
looking at the the looking at the way the pitch behaved, is it how is it looking like? It's looking like more because the scoreboard is very confusing. There's Shabnam Ismail who has gone for so many runs.
Guys, you have to watch this shot. She's probably played many shots which are exceptional tonight, but this one is a pick of the lot. I'm not even exaggerating. She's pulled this one amazingly well. She's just seen it like a football, and I mean, I have no words to
And
describe
it's
this
one of
because
those flatter pulls. It's not the ones which are up high.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a flatter pull. But just coming back to Somi's point about the pitch, because good one that she asked that. We were discussing what's the past score on this pitch. So
So
far in the
I mean,
60,
the scoreboard looks very, very confusing. There's a Shabnam Ismail who has gone for almost a 12 run and over, whereas Pooja is at a four-ish, three-ish and four. Uh, so yeah, I mean, and then there's Amelia Kar who has gone for so many runs. So it's just very confusing to understand how it had actually behaved.
no, I feel generally if what a shot that is, but for no run. Generally, if you do look at the scorecard, like you're spot on, it does give you like a false impression. But I feel it's more been a batting deck, Neha. Correct me if I'm wrong. Than like the bowlers. Sure, there has been exceptions that in Mumbai's bowlers in terms of Astrakar. But do you feel like this has given you a real belter vibe of a pitch?
Yeah, I mean, initially when the match started, the power play, they were scoring at 9, and I was like, yeah, it's a belter of a pitch. Then you saw, the runs were coming in a little hard. And then,
Sorry,
yeah, now
sorry, I
again,
hate to intrude, I hate to interject, but Jemmy's just putting on a show tonight. Look at this shot. She started off the over, I think it was all against Carp, where she got an inside out shot for four. This one's even better. It's even better. Oh my word, this girl can play.
oh, what a shot. Just
This
making
girl.
so good use of the gaps, because they kind of got the
Yeah.
fielders in thinking she'd want to run for those ones and twos, and she cleverly just hit it above. Yeah, great shot.
Oh, that's insane. So another 21 balls left in this Delhi innings. They're 147 for
Oh,
three. Let us know what you guys think about the Mumbai death bowling generally in WPL. All your predictions are anyway locked, so you guys can't change it in. Bustaka trying to contain the batter there, but they'll pinch a single indeed. But Meg Lanning has been the highlight so far, Shawmi. And I don't know how much of the highlights you saw on the way or the game live, but again, Lanning is such an important part of this Delhi team, right,
yeah,
Shawmi?
right. Absolutely, and I think it's just not that batting solidity up in the top, but over and above as a captain, she has been fabulous. So right from leading from the front to having the absolute love and adoration of all the players out there. I think that speaks a lot about Meg Lanning.
And like I said earlier, I think there was a stat 68 50 in T20s. It just tells you like she's pretty much like the Warner, the Gales, all of those legends in the T20
Yeah.
men's side of things. She's pretty much there in terms of the women. Wasakar, again, even though she's gone for two fours, fantastic spell in the ninth, 1 for 19. She's in her final ball and she'll finish her quota this time around. So all the people saying that she might not, unfortunately, fortunately she does. What total will challenge MI? That's a good question. Tell happy farewell to Gurkirat Singh Nani Kaur for Gurkirat's farewell, my friend, will be pretty much visible to you guys because he's going to do that last test review with us starting Thursday. So join us then because it'll be Gurkirat's last show, which will be absolutely sad and devastating. But we have something lined up for him. Jemmy and Cap seem determined to bury my 171 prediction, saying Surya Sesha. And Surya, honestly, props to you for being really chatty. It's guys like you, guys like so many people like Sports Fan, Nauniko, Bill, who make this an entertaining watch along for us, because it's a community we built on cricket.com. And I say that all the time, but it's so true. It's insane. Right, enough of my talking, and ask the girls about what total will challenge MI. Shami, you go first.
I think looking at the MI's batting depth, maybe 180 plus would have been a good one, but looks difficult. So yeah, I mean, if the maximum best that they can go from here is probably 170, 172 odd, uh, and if they keep the bowling really tight, that should be good enough.
You mentioned Mumbai's batting there, and obviously how they'll go about their business in the chase, Shami. But essentially, are you also factoring in Delhi's bowlers who are actually really, really
That's
good themselves?
Yeah, yeah. So that's why I think, I mean, otherwise, uh,
Sorry, great fielding effort, great cricket everywhere. Good ball, whacked down the ground. Look at this for bit of fielding from, I think, long on it was Shabnam Ismail, and she prevents and
oh,
saves two.
wow.
Brilliant stuff. So sorry, Shami, go on. You were saying something about
What
the
is,
Delhi
what is the
bowler.
par score talked about here?
I think the bar score they said was what, 164, was it? Or was it lesser than that?
Yeah, 150, 160 was, I think, what was said in the comms. Yeah.
Yeah, 150, 160 is what they said par. So they definitely get 20, 30 above par. But
Yeah,
it's about how Delhi create inroads in the power play show. I mean, do you think it's going to be
right.
Madison again? Or do you think Shikhar Pandey? Who do you think is going to deliver for them
I
tonight?
think Marizan Cap, even Jess Jonathan has been coming on well. So I think Marizan Cap and Jess Jonathan can do that trick for Delhi.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, great ball. Seka Ishaq has a yorker, and she's absolutely chuffed to bits. Carp goes, and she can't believe it. That look said it all from Seka Ishaq. I didn't know. I don't know if Shawmi saw that Shabnam Ismail celebration when she got Shifali Verma out tonight. Did you see the?
No, 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 I could not.
She just said fudge off, like crazy in her face, and I'm just like, wow, wow, that's crazy. Anyway, Jess Jonathan
Good
is going
one.
to come out.
Mhm.
Mazen Cap really didn't click tonight with a bat in hand, but remember she'll play an important role with a ball in hand tonight, and it just makes you think how many will DC get. What total will challenge Emma? We've taken that one. Harman missing a trick here. Just saw Jamie's strike rate against spin, and it's significantly lesser than a strike rate against pace. Yeah, I observed that too. It was 116 compared to 142, Tushar. So I get your point there, and I catch your drift. Missed some of the innings. It's a Delhi wicket of the IPL slow boring types of the World Cup batting paradise. It's actually pandering to the latter, Priyanshu. More ODI World Cup vibes where you can actually go out there and express yourself. And obviously, we're talking about a really good attack, still conceding 151 in their 17 overs. So the batting strip is decent. Normally, the Delhi IPL vibes gives you 140, 150 pass score, but this is definitely much more. So Seka will finish out. Even she's bowled well today, 1 for 19, 3.2. So let's see how she goes about it. There was another question coming through, which we'll take in just a bit. But I wanted to kind of tell your attention to something, which was what I want to tell you all. Just completely skipped my mind. I'll get back to it when I can think of it. Right, Jess Jonathan, first ball flicked away and put down. Talk to me about a chance and how much gonna cost your team. That should have been taken. Both of y'all can react to it whenever you will, but it's a shocker.
Oh,
Oh, man.
and who's that? Amelia Kar.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was Amelia Kerr in the D. How do you drop that?
What do you say for what do you say, in Hindi for lap? God mein aaya or god mein gaya.
An
Uh,
absolute dolly.
oh, she's taken advantage of the full toss. That's improvisation from Jemmy, Jemima, however you want to pronounce it. She's got 156 for four. And I don't know why she changed her angle to Jemmy. Maybe she overcompensated. It was the no ball, I'm saying. It was a full toss that she bowled, and Jemmy exploited that. But again, like I was discussing with you with Neha, right? More you kind of look at these drop dismissals and slow mos, it's even worse. Oh my God, Jemmy, get out of here! That's an amazing shot again. Talk about a final flourish, girls. It is coming in the form of Jemmy Rodriguez, and she's just absolutely killing it. 40 of 24, and I'm
Wow.
betting
Wow.
both. Yeah, this is a wow shot,
Yeah.
like a wow.
Oh, stand and deliver.
She really has those shots, I mean, it's
That
not
inside
sloppy,
out.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Quite crazy, right? I
Is
mean, how
Delhi
she just
still so cold?
sorry.
Is Delhi still so cold?
I'm
People
guessing
are
it is
wearing
because
sweaters and all.
yeah, they're all wearing sort of longer sleeves as well. So you
Yeah.
can tell, like the wicketkeeper's wearing a sweater. I mean, not a sweater, but like a jumper over the normal thing. Jemmy goes leg side this time, and she might get two. No, she'll settle for one. So look, nevertheless, a good over for Delhi. Even though they lost the wicket of Cup, they got 12 in that. And it just makes you think how many of y'all will win the 1,000 rupee voucher back home in terms of the Amazon voucher. Let me know if you guys win it. And what will you guys do with that 1,000 rupees on Amazon? So that'll be interesting to see. When will they learn? Don't piss off Carp. She is gonna eat MI for dinner tonight, saying to Shah. Yeah, I just saw that Sekai Shark's look when she sent her off after getting her out. Let me throw this question to the girls right now. Because Surya asked you guys. Really good to see Seka bouncing back in the last two games. One advantage she has is the ability to bowl quicker than her fellow left arm spin compatriots in India. Great range of pace variations. Do you think she's probably right up there in terms of left arm options we have?
I think yeah. With Saika, we do see a lot of variations and everything, and she brings in that sort of a different element. But then again, is that a wicket?
No, it's another four beyond point. This time I didn't want to like clap because again, every time you start talking, I'll just like clap with
Wow.
Jamie's boundary. And look at it again. It's like backward
Wow,
point. That offside is her best friend today. It's insane how she's exploited it. And maybe like
exactly.
one of the guys in the comments literally said Meg Landon's game of piercing that gap is like what do you call it, a navigation system. I feel like Jemmy's taken a page out of her book. Oh my god, Jemmy, stop it, man, this is ridiculous. And what a shot this is for six down the ground this time, and some way to get your 50. Jemmy Rodriguez, take a bow. Absolutely brilliant. 51 of 27, and there's more to come. Your
Wow.
171 has gone out of the window. Whoever said 171. And Sohangi, you're spot on too. Jemima killing it. She's like, finish him with every shot. I can't believe I read that. Okay, anyway, but
Fabulous.
honestly, props to you,
What a
Sohangi,
innings! That's a
for the call.
really great knock, honestly.
It is. She's truly
And nobody
finished him.
expected this to come from Jemmy Rodriguez. I mean, definitely I didn't expect this.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's more. That's six more. Holy shit, girls! I'm not even overreacting. I'm not even overreacting because you look at what she's doing to Nat Silverbrunt. This time, it's pulled away and over the DC dugout for six. So, dude, 23 from 9, and we're talking 200, ladies.
And look
Oh
at
Which is
how she
wow.
moved, how much distance she traveled, and then she picked up the ball from there.
Yeah,
She
it was
picked up
like
the
a
line and ball.
premeditated shot,
Yeah.
matlab she's thought and then yeah. And this is
quite
Nat
quality.
Silverbrunt in question who's just getting smashed here.
Oh, and she's gone again offside
Wow.
this time. And just a single, but she'll want to come back. No, I think Jess Johnson's like, look, I'll take it over, young lady. It's fine. But Jemmy's been brilliant. 58 of 29 now. So he's 57 of 28. And it just makes you think about Harmanpreet Kaur's reaction as well. Because she's like, Kya kar raha hai yaar? Which is insane. It's a genuine, true, authentic reaction from the Indian captain. With 7 4s and 2 6s. Now, Neha, similar question to you. Does this inning fall in the top 5, top 7 knocks of WPL too? Surely, bhai.
Definitely, definitely. And coming from an Indian, it means a lot, right? Because often we see a lot of criticism, concerning the strike rates and everything. And I think Jemima has just played that knock. She took her time to settle in, but once she was in, there was no stopping her as visible through this. So, yeah, it's really refreshing and nice to see a knock of this nature and really quietening all her T20 critics, including me. So, yeah, happy to be proven wrong, I guess.
Not just critics, but people who think that, they're pigeonholing someone like Jemmy in terms of a proper ODI player and a
Yeah.
hard grafter of the game. And I think there was another comment from the lads who said, her USP is strike rotation, but today she's thrown all of that in the window and she's just like, look, I'm going to show you my attacking play, and she's been brilliant today. Bill Mumlo saying Barber over Jemima. No, I think it's vice versa indeed. 30 of 10 needed for my prediction to come true, saying Sanjay Papigiri. Gem of an innings by Jemmy, saying
Yeah.
sports fan. And lots of people saying good things about Jemmy indeed, which is great. Second, Shark plays like Tiger for Emma and plays like a pet cat for India, saying Thrope. So, I don't know. That's just some bakchodi, I'm guessing. Is that
No, I
is
think
that a
she have hardly. I mean, how many games have she played for India?
yeah? Not many, right? Only that Australia
Yeah,
series you saw her.
Yeah.
yeah,
Not even five, actually. It's too early
yeah.
to judge her,
Too early
but
to judge her. Yeah, yeah.
mm,
And then
Yeah,
you're
like
judging her against that kind of an Australian team. I mean, it's a little harsh.
yeah, that
yeah.
kind of Australian team. Anyone's a little cat, like meow,
Yeah.
meow. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like all just like there's no roaring there. There's no roars.
Among the
Anyway,
Indians, I have also enjoyed Yastika Bhatia's multiple, wherever she has flourished,
Yeah.
a few of the good innings, and then she have had those quick 20s, quick 30s. I think she also looks very different than what I have saw her in India colors.
no, indeed. Right. So 5 balls, girls. Let's see how much Delhi get. They've breached the 180 barrier. So now only time will tell how much they get from here. It's going to be a bonus.
195.
Haley Matthews to Jamie Rodriguez. Is it six? Is it out? It's six. This girl is putting on absolute fireworks. I know it's cold in Delhi, but Diwali has come early through Jemmy. 100%, 64-30, and
Wow.
it's quite ridiculous. That's a 93rd six so far in the tournament, and you can tell that the WPL is caught
Wow.
fire now, and there's more to come. 4 more balls left, girls, and I don't know what was the highest prediction, Shaunak. Come in here and tell me what was that particular prediction, the top prediction, or let me know in the private chat indeed. But look, there could be more runs here. Jemmy 1 strike. She has to come back for 2. But Jess Jonathan says, no, I'll take it from here. 187 for 4, 19.3. I saw 188 from Jagmeet Singh Oberoi, remember. Was there anyone who bettered him? Let me know. Jemmy's
I think
innings had
Soumi initially had predicted like 200, so I think she is the top
No,
benchmark
but then
right
I
now.
changed my stand.
Yeah,
True.
he changed it because Shauna correctly tells me 187, 188, and 201 are the options which are still on. Now, 188 for 4 is what it's currently on with 2 balls to go. And look, Jagmeet Singh Oberoi, if there are 2 wickets to fall from here, man, you're the luckiest man in the world. You should probably go and try your luck in a lottery somewhere, essentially. So let's see. And 201, can it still be achieved? It could be mathematically, but we'll have to hope for a whole thing to go that way for that person's comment to come true. 188 for 4, 19.4. And Jemmy, oh, so close to a wicket, but she'll get 4. And she's fancying her chances here. And 190 comes up, girls, for Delhi Capitals. That's insane. Are we talking about a match
Wow.
winning score now, Shami? Because you said 180 plus, and Delhi are right in the game.
Oh, absolutely. I think if you guys mentioned that it's 160s, 165 kind of a par score. And the only good part here is that we are talking about a Mumbai Indians who will leave no stone unturned to get to this, to challenge this really hard. But yeah, we know Delhi has a stellar of a bowling attack. So it will be a difficult task.
Okay, final ball, and it's a dot ball, and they're checking for a potential stumping. But look, Jemmy has played an absolute blinder. 69 of 33, I think it is. She finishes up with a 32. Correct me if I'm wrong. But look, what a final flourish from Delhi Capitals. Tell me how much they got in the last 5 overs. I think it's about 52, if my memory serves me right. But it could be much more than that.
We
Very
were at
hard.
123. They were at 123 at the 15th over mark.
So
That's why
wow,
I
so
had
they
come
got
up with 175 as the score prediction.
Wow, so they got 69 then from there, Xiaomi, which is absolute madness. And I asked Neha as well, right? At the start of the power play, I asked you, how is Mumbai's death bowling going to be tonight? And you said it's something to consider of nation right now as well. It's something to consider. Do you think they've lost the game in the last 5 overs, even though it's early to say that?
Yeah, I think this potentially could cost them the match, right? Because a few early wickets in Mumbai could really find themselves struggling. Harmanpreet Kaur, coming back from that illness or niggle or something. So it will be imperative for her to play a skipper's knock. But barring that, I think they would want the usual suspects like Hayley Matthews, Amelia Kerr, Yastika Bhatia, and all to give that powerful start. Otherwise, it's just going to be difficult to orchestrate a chase like this, right? We've seen how the Delhi pitch kind of behaves in run chases. So yeah, I mean, either case, we're in for a great match, and Delhi might be able to exact revenge from that first match. No.
No, I agree with you word for word. Then it makes you think about that 193 that Mumbai need to get. It's not out, so it doesn't really do anything to the score, but it keeps Jemmy unbeaten on 69. That'll do her average a world of good, and of course, it just adds a little cherry to the cake of an innings that she's played today with that 69. Absolutely glorious. Like Soumi said, she walked in at 123 when the score was on, and it's now 192 with the target being 193. And it just makes you think about even Mumbai Indians and writing this team off at your own peril. Just when you think Yastika might not perform, she'll come out and she'll have a little shebang. There'll be Hayley Matthews who'll do her fireworks, and then you'll have that final flourishes from Harmanpreet and the likes of them. So it makes for a cracking contest. Let us know your thoughts at this midway mark. If you're joining us in this cricket.com watch along, more than happy to entertain questions right now. 100% going to look forward to that second innings with glee. Adyan Singhal, good to see you, man. I don't think I saw you in the first innings at all, but nonetheless, you've popped into the right time. Honestly, this knock by Jemmy is probably right up there for me. I haven't seen such clean hitting from any other Indian batter. I kind of agree with you, you know what I mean? Like, if you actually look at those 33 balls and how she measured herself for the boundary balls, it was so beautiful. Timed sweet from the middle of the bat, indeed. Kaustubh Shetty, Shet, saying, I hope the Jemmy will continue this form in the World Cup as well. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
very, very important. Remember, the T20 World Cup happens after the Men's World Cup later this year. And we saw Smriti getting some runs yesterday. We're seeing Jemmy today. We did see a really good cameo with Shefali as well before Ismail got her out. Clean hitting, saying Saidatu, which is good to see. SVK307, welcome to the show. Good to see you. And sorry, we'll just take that graphic. Apologies for me taking those comments. We'll come back to the comments, but just to show you what Jemmy did, in case you missed it, let's have that. 69, like I said, unbeaten, 33 balls, 3 sixes, 8 fours. And whoever said she bats slowly? 209.1 is a strike rate, and you have to have all praises for her. Absolute taking a bow, tipping the hat, salutes, dabs, whatever you want to say. Jemmy has certainly been a showstopper in the first innings. Right. Adyan was saying was just watching the live. Appreciate that. Okay, thank God, SVK. And she was 12 of 13. She scored 57 of 20 after that, which is also good to see. You can get all that information on cricket.com in terms of innings progression from certain batters and how the innings really prevailed for the rest of the batters as well. Right, girls, I'm quickly just going to go for a 5-minute breather and come back because it's starting to smell like a kitchen here. You guys can just chuckle on and take some comments. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think even when you look at Shabnam Ismail's spell today, right? Although she did get those wickets, but she did not seem very much like her. I think even you would have a similar observation when you'd
Yeah.
watch her in the highlights. Gave a fiery send off and everything. But do you
I
think
just
like some?
saw her bowl that one over, which was not the typical Shabnam Ismail. Also, probably because of the fact that she came back after a little break, and also it's a change of venue. So probably she'll take a little bit of time to settle in. But at the same time, what I'm really looking forward to right now is as we cannot write off this
Yeah.
Mumbai side, right? I mean, we definitely cannot, and especially considering that if the spin is working out well, then of course Harmanpreet will come into the party.
Definitely, and also I think looking at this aspect, Delhi ka jab we were seeing the match versus RCB, RCB was making it look possible, right? Although the margin was just 25 runs, their bowlers were getting beaten. So if that initial
Exactly.
power play phase they can get through, like Marzan Cup, I think later they can attack the other bowlers. So
Yeah,
I think it
as
is going to be
Kaustubh
a
says,
closer
yeah,
match.
exactly. And as Kaustubh says, that's right. I mean, in terms of the batting pitch, Delhi has always been that paradise of a batting, and we have also seen that to a great extent during the World Cup, ODI World Cup. And if MI has a great batting lineup, so if we have all the intent, then we are really looking forward to a great contest.
Yeah, and I think a fitting, way to start off this Delhi leg, right? Because I think when you see the stadium now, it's very like patchy. Like there's just like some spectators like spread across it. It wasn't like a typical
Right.
Bangalore type of a scenario. At least what I could see from this bird's eye view. So yeah, hopefully matches like this kind of even draws the audience in, right? Because the BCCI did experiment with starting of the Women's Premier League at Mumbai. Then we had Bangalore, and hopefully Delhi can live up to that. No.
Yeah, totally. And then Shubham is asking, who do you think has will come to the party for MI if they want to win this one? Whom do you think? What is your prediction, Neha?
See, I think Yastika, she'll have to start really strong. I think we've spoken highly of how, she's been good for Mumbai this season. And I'd like to see even Harmanpreet, come to her own and get those runs, right? Because I think today even the 100 ka draft thing was announced, like player selections, and Harman didn't give her name. So I'm like, why? The more, you should be more like into cricket, like, ahead of a World Cup year and everything. So I was quite surprised that she didn't give her name. But yeah, I think even the likes of Amelia Kerr and Nat Siver, they are also going to be quite important to this run chase, right?
Right, absolutely. I think if since it's such a big runs up on the scoreboard, so there will be. I mean, there will be a few, uh, probably a few initial wickets here and there, because if you're chasing this amount of a score, but yeah, I mean, from that point of view, even the middle order probably have to really step up.
Yeah, and I think just drawing back to our initial conversations as well, because Mumbai ka batting depends so much on their openers and that middle order. The underbelly of their lower middle order might get exposed, right? If they lose those early wickets, and I think Marsan Cup would come with like one statement to make, considering the send off she got from Saika Ashok. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think Mac Top. Expect the crowd. It's not like really true. I mean, DC is such a champion side. I
Hi.
have friends who love DC. I mean, in fact, if I have to pick one team after RCB, I would pick DC as my team as well. I mean, the look at the kind of players that they have, look at the kind of innings that they're playing. So, but that's really not true that they do not have home fans. Chinnaswamy is different. Chinnaswamy is one league up, but Delhi does have their own fan base.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, considering they have a team from their own state, I mean, of course, I mean, from their own city, they would, of course, have their own set of fans. In fact, some of my friends who are like from Bangalore support Delhi because of certain players like Meg Lanning, Hoya, Jemima, and all of these guys. So they have brilliant players in their stable. So I'm not very surprised that they don't have fans and everything. Yeah. They do have a fan base. I don't know why people are asking this question. They actually have a
Yeah,
fan base. Yeah, just check their Instagram and everything. I mean, agreed,
I
it comes from the men's side of things as well. But yeah, they do have.
No, I mean, I mean, I usually collaborate a lot with this particular handle called DC Toli. They are their
Totally. Yeah.
fan base. I mean, a fan page. They put out brilliant content, and it's a lot of fun. So Delhi does have a fan base. Of course, if you are comparing to that of a Bangalore, which is a league apart.
Yeah.
Also, probably Mumbai is also a lot because of the men's side. It started off from there. But yeah, Delhi does have a fan base.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Even yeah, Mumbai, RCB, these are all like leagues apart, man. The kind of fan base. Ah, see, Bill is also a DC fan. He loves Batman and Superman. Okay, yeah, that's great. Nat Silver Brunt or Haley Matthews have to come good. Otherwise, I don't see Mumbai coming close to chasing the total, let alone winning. Tushar, I think also, Yastika, right? She's been a revelation this season at the opener slot, giving those kind of starts for Mumbai. I think she'll also be quite important to the run chase. But I'm also, really hoping Harmanpreet can score runs, because we've seen a quiet couple of series from her. Like in this Women's Premier League, we've seen her, blow hot and cold. I hope today she can put in one Zabardast performance and, kind of quieten all her critics as well. But yeah, fair point with Nat Silver Brunt and Haley Matthews, also having to step up. Haley Matthews, right? She's had a very quiet women's Premier League, so to say. So fingers crossed that she can also kind of, get off the mark. She did get a wicket too. So yeah, that would be interesting to see, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, also I think looking at Delhi's, like the manner in which they scored runs, like Meg Lanning, start was very important, you know. I think you missed that part, Shomi. Like, she gave
Yeah.
a really good start. Like, she was taking time to settle in and everything. But her knock kind of, you know, set the platform. And that's why the other batters could come and, you know, kind of do their job. There was a part where when she got dismissed, there, you know, the runs were coming in a little slow.
Yeah.
But
That I saw.
I
Yeah.
think Mumbai would need that sort of a thing, you know, in case they lose wickets, you need someone to kind of bat deep. And yeah.
No, but also as I see from the scoreboard, the Shifali also played quite a good knock there. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Yeah.
She did strike some. It was really great to see. Sanjay's comment says maybe Harman doesn't want to bowl, hence she doesn't give her name only. And yeah, otherwise I don't. Okay. Yeah, I think this was a point we discussed during the Australia series as well, right? That Harmanpreet Kaur, the skipper, does not trust Harmanpreet Kaur, the bowler. I'd
The
really like to
bowler.
see how
Yeah.
she would do in these conditions, right? Matlab, she can, you know, get an odd wicket or
She
two.
did. She did bowl during the test matches, right? And she was good there, right? If I recall.
Yeah. Yeah, and then she would threw the ball
Yeah.
aggressively at Alisa Healy, and yeah,
Yeah.
we were like, where's the aggression coming from? But
No, but she did. She
okay.
did. I mean, I can't recall very well, but I think she wasn't that. She was okay during the test match, and that's what we were always discussing. That why isn't she coming? I mean, taking up a chance. But yeah, I think this would have been a very good platform for her to kind of come back to bowling, considering
Yeah,
again that
yeah.
there's a World Cup lined up.
Hmm. And today's match context also, I mean, when Shabnam Ismail was getting hit for so many runs, maybe, you know, she could have just bamboozled the opposition by coming into bowling. But yeah, I think the situation was way more tense, and she's like, bruh, not today. So maybe that could be a thing. And even Kaustub's comment says, yeah, like Yastika has shown much improvement from last season. Hopefully, she continues her form as well. It helps us in the World Cup as a backup wicketkeeper and opener. Definitely, if not as an opener, she can also slot herself in the middle order, right? I think that's the kind of flexibility she shows. And even the strike rate might actually augur well for her versus, say, an S. Meghna or someone. So, yeah, fingers crossed for Yastika's resurgence in T20s, so to say. And I think there's another comment on another question on what's the quote on your background.
Yeah, I think yeah, it says self belief and hard work will always earn you success.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I just need to see this every day in the morning and kind of get a little motivation from there. Anyway, I mean, we don't want to talk a lot about the men's side of things, but I'm a huge fan of Virat Kohli. Everybody knows, so a lot of inspiration from him. Not just as a, I mean, of course, I see him as a cricketer. I don't know anything about him beyond as a cricketer, but I take a lot of life lessons from him. So, with whatever he puts up, whatever we see on the social media, etc. So yeah, always a true motivator for me in all respects on multiple aspects of life.
yeah, and I think even for a lot of women cricketers, right, they kind of look up to him. Like I was talking to Avanish also earlier, like Radha Yadav in a video said, like Jenny was looking at her YouTube search history, and you know she looks at Virat Kohli aggressive videos,
Yeah.
so as to, you know, pump herself for matches, which is, I think, great. You know, that you can draw inspiration from counterparts in your field, and I think let's also look at this thing here. Shabnam Ismail's fastest ball in this match was 132.1. And Ollie Robinson's fastest ball in the fourth test was 131.8. Shabnam Ismail for the win. Yay. That's, I think, a great stat pulled up there by
Yeah.
our stats person. So, yay.
uh when was the
Back
last time
again. Back. Sorry. I just had to quickly give the boys a little bit of things to do. But look, gonna resume the chat with you girls and all the lovely people in the comments. What is the quote in Shami's background? Did you take that comment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did take that comment. When was the last time you saw a pure wicketkeeper as a starter for a franchise in a league? Still amazes me how DC keep
Oh,
picking
yeah.
Tanya Bhatia. Are there no better options? Are there no better options?
I mean, there are definitely better options, but I think with Tanya Bhatia, what really works out well for her is the fact that she's an India international. She's played for India, so that kind of, you know, puts her in the league above all the other unheralded domestic stars, right? I think when Akshay and like all of us were lamenting that why wasn't Uma Chetri picked up, and then now we see UP Warriors has picked her in place of Vrinda Dinesh. But there are a lot of wicketkeeper batters, trust me. But the fact that Tanya Bhatia is chosen as a specialist keeper, man, they're literally slotting her in at 9 and 10 in the batting, which is just bizarre and beyond me. I mean, she's not that bad a batter, but then I think because DC is already decked with so many stars in their batting,
Yes.
they probably don't need her services at all. But yeah, I don't know. She's just a
I think this,
specialist
this we
keeper.
discussed that, I mean, the only reason why a player like Tanya Bhatia will be so down in the batting order is because Delhi doesn't have a dearth of batting. So
Yeah.
it's just in comparison to the rest of the girls out there.
Yeah, I mean, you look at that Delhi top six, and you girls are spot on because how can you even enter that top six? I mean, with all due respect, Talia might be a really good batter or whatever, but essentially that top six, there's no messing about it. But let's see how Mumbai start that chase, girls. What's your hunch? What's the gut feel right now this Tuesday evening? Can Haley Matthews and Yastika Bhatia get off to a flyer, or you think Delhi will have some early questions for Mumbai?
I think it's advantage Delhi, hoping it's a nail biter, but I think, yeah, Delhi is probably going to go all the way. Mumbai will, find this target a little difficult to chase, different conditions and everything. Yeah.
Okay. Remember, Carp starts proceedings and she's been brilliant so far. She got a 4-4 as well in this tournament. So lots to look forward to. There's some matchups as well, which will entertain you guys with, and some more stats. So keep your comments coming through. And in case you guys don't know, we've been doing watch-alongs for the entire the IPL. We missed a few games here and there, but look, we've still delivered no matter what. Let's see how Yastika goes about her innings. And Carp might really bowl a couple of in swingers to her first up to test her technique with this new ball. Cost up Shetty, or Shet, going on to say every franchise should at least give one domestic player a chance to perform, especially the bowling department. It is a trend that franchises are heavily dependent on their
Oh,
overseas
yeah,
bowlers.
yeah.
That is true. Oh,
Yeah.
couple of runs taken over there. Quick
I think
running.
we had a little bit of a discussion during the last watch along around this, a very similar topic that, was it with Avnish or was it with Akshay? Neha, it was with Akshay,
I
right?
think it was Akshay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you're actually discussing that, whether the uh, whether the entire WPL as a format is supporting domestic cricket or is supporting the Indian domestic bunch or not, because we are yet so much dependent on the uh, we're so much dependent on the foreign players, and it's them that who are getting, like, the most of the platform. So yeah, I mean, we had a long discussion what's the right approach, so on and so forth, but yeah, we kind of came up with the fact that probably finally when we are looking at the games, it's the game that we want to win. So whatever it takes to win that match.
No, I agree. And Yasika has got a ball four there. That's I'm just gonna say, oh, bold. Marzan Karp sends it off. Oh my god, I love the celebrations tonight, girls. Because look at what Karp has done right now when she got the wicket. She's basically got her bowl, and she's just like, that's it. She's just like pointing her back to the dressing room. Uh, Again, Yasika, sure, she's got that boundary, eked it out for four, but playing across the line to Karp when the
Bold.
ball is moving around, you can't do
I
that.
haven't yet seen it. Oh,
And look at her celebration.
like, I don't care who you are, just go.
I do not care who you are. So early inroads, like we've been saying, all watch along from Delhi, and they've done exactly just that, 7 for 1. And now it's going to be insane to see Mumbai and how they come to the fore with the bat in hand. Remember, they still have some amazing names to still come out there and ply their trade. I'm talking Harmanpreet Kaur, Nat Brandt, there's Amelia Kerr, of course, and there's even late order batting in Pooja Vastrikar, so on and so forth. So it's going to be a cracking chase. You feel, I think it will be a close game given the short boundary on one side. This is a fresh Delhi wicket and will be a batter-friendly scene. Also, you have to accommodate the coolness in the ground. It's not the typical IPL heat, so it will fly slightly mad. Oh, what a shot from Nat Sibber to get off the mark, girls. Oh my God. 11 for 1. And again, Karp has had an eventful first over. And what a shot this is, like I said. The law of averages may catch up to Yastika and Harman Singh, Tushar Singh, and 6 over 65 for 1 or 25 for 3 is what I'm expecting, Sanjay Papagiri. Hot and cold. He's not going for anything in between. Carp is in fiery form indeed. And I think Tushar mentioned it earlier. Was it Tushar or was it Priyanshu? I'm not sure. Who said do not put Carp in that bad mood because I think Seka Ishak set her off. And so far, successful over for Delhi Capitals. 12 for 1 in the first over gone. And who would you go and throw the ball to at the other end, Neha? Is it the inevitable Shikhar Pandey?
Absolutely. I mean, if she can get the ball to swing, the way she has been doing, she would be that ideal bowling partner from the other end. So I definitely, want to throw the ball to her and see what she can do, and kind of put pressure on the batters, because now that you see Mumbai has kind of gotten off to a flyer, right? Like 12 runs of the very first over. This is Marizan Kaap who's got hit like that. So yeah, I think they'd want to restrict the run flow, if not, try to get wickets. So probably Shika Pandey can be that option.
Okay, so Shikhar Pandey, it is 12 for 1, Mumbai Indians. And ball! What an in-swinger this is! And she can't believe her luck. Sanjay Papigiri, you might be right here. It could be 25 for 3, lad. Because Natsiva Brunt, talk about playing across the line. She's done exactly like that. And well, Shomi Neha's reaction will tell it all in just minutes or seconds. And yeah, it's the
Oh
hand
my
Wow.
God, what a
Wow.
delivery. Absolute
This is
peach.
not an overseas pacer. This is not an overseas pacer. This is
Our
one
very own Shika
Our
Pandey.
very own, yeah, legend.
brilliant, yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So Mumbai back in the hut. A lot of people who are RCB fans, UP fans, GG fans, and obviously DC fans will be losing
Join the
their shit.
chat.
Everyone
Tell
will
me
be going.
something, Neha. I mean, we have discussed this before, and India team is no longer looking at Shikha Pandey at all as the option. They've
Yeah, they
completely.
aren't looking at her as an option, which I think is very bizarre. The management does not, give justification of why she's not included, but she continues to, make waves in domestic cricket. And I hope the women's Premier League kind of again, opens up doors for her. But looking at the assignments that India has next, be it the Asia Cup or the World Cup, it's all in like subcontinent conditions. So would they want to go for a spin heavy attack, or would they want to go for, like your pace heavy and your swing friendly bowlers, is a question that only time will tell. But what a delivery!
What a delivery and good points that you've raised there, girls. And now it's Harmanpreet Kaur, who's back in the
Skipper.
middle after a couple of games out with her niggle. Her team's right up against it, 12 for
But
2.
this is not her. This is not her game. This is not the game that she's the best at, right?
Yeah, but she started off pretty well with a single on the onside, 13 for 2. But yeah, I get where you're coming from, Shawmi, with regards to this is not a game right now. But let's see if she can really stamp her authority with the bat in hand in this match. 2 wickets lost for Mumbai. If you guys are just joining us, both bowled, both across the line, both to Pacers, and Delhi's crowd have been definitely lit up. It's getting hot out there, even though lots of cool weather still around in Delhi. Another in swinger from Shikha, but this time it's a wide indeed. Lots of you guys joining us right now. Please do like this particular video and subscribe if you're new, and tell a friend about us doing watch alongs through the entire WPL. We have some amazing stuff lined up with y'all. Poor shot. That's a half tracker saying Tushar Karia. SVK 307 saying DC found a chink in the armor, and Kushal Shah saying that was an absolute peach. And not to forget, don't underestimate Harry saying Gostab Shet. I mean, Harry is in Harmanpreet Kaur. Yeah, we should never underestimate her, and we won't. Great poll question asked from our producer, girls, because Shaunak Singh, who's our producer, that is, he's gone on to ask the guys who did a better send off. Was it Shabnam Ismail in the first innings, which basically told Shifali Varma to F off, or was it Cap who told Jessica Bhatia to F off, but in her own way? So let me know.
I think it has to be Marizan Cup, because I think that was such a subtle yet
Yeah.
minimalist way. Like she didn't have to do a lot, but it just gave the message like just go back to the hut. But yeah, that
She was
understated yet effective.
Yes, she was bang opposite to what Venkatesh Prasad was in 1996. But yeah.
What about Seka send off of Marizan Cap? She looked like one of those angry aunties in a Rotary event.
I don't know what that reference is, honestly.
That was very specific also.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that because, like, you see the look in Seka Ishaq's face, and she was just like chal jhooti types. You know what I mean? If you guys know, you know. I'm just talking absolute random fluff in this watch along. Which team has the best bowling according to you guys in the tournament? Good question, sports fan. Show me, you can have your say first, and then Neha, and then I'll go last.
I think I would still go with a pick a DC in terms of the bowling attack. So yeah, DC followed by MI will be the choice. Also,
Okay.
UP does have a very strong spinning attack, so I will not be surprised if DC comes along well in this Delhi leg. Sorry, the
Yeah.
UP comes along well in this Delhi leg. Yeah.
Yeah. Neha.
I, for one, really thought that. Yeah, I think DC definitely has like a really good bowling attack, but even RCB for that matter, right? The kind of spinners we have in our like in our arsenal, be it Sophie Morino, Georgia Walham, we have Asha Shobna. Now Shriyanka Patil out with a niggle apparently. So RCB still gives me a lot of confidence with their bowling attack. Again, not coming from a biased or sentimental POV. But yeah, I think even UP, right, the kind of spin bowling options they have, be it Rajeshwari Gaikwad, Sophie Eccleston, Pashvi Chopra, the list is endless, right? I think these certainly rank right at the top.
Okay, interesting. I'll just go on to say this. I feel Mumbai have the most well-rounded attack, but in terms of pacers, I feel Delhi is brilliant, and in terms of spinners, I think UP is really, really good as well.
Yeah.
But Mumbai, I think, head and shoulders away from that. Harmanpreet gets her first boundary, sliced over point, and Jemmy knows that shot quite well, and she chases after it, but no avail. All twos on this Tuesday. Watch along 22 for 2, 2.2. And we missed the brilliant Richie Benno, who used to say that quite a lot in his stint. Right,
Yeah.
girls, I just want to quickly ask the chat and tell them there is a competition to win in the second innings because no winners in the first innings prediction. We're asking you this time and we're doubling down. Hear me correctly, 2,000 rupees in terms of voucher. If anyone can tell me the power play score of Mumbai this innings, but the cutoff will be the fourth over mark. So that's the caveat. Within the fourth over, you have to lock in your predictions, power play, and you get 2,000 Amazon voucher. And let's see if anyone wins it. If they do, I'll be shocked. There'll be a lot of unhappy people with me in office saying, how can you give random gifts to that? But I'm calling the shots right now. 2,000 rupees if you guys could literally tell me the power play score at the end of Mumbai's power play, which is right now going on. 15 balls to go, but you have to tell me in the next 8 balls, indeed. Down the ground, is it? Is it four? Is it four? I think he'll run away here. It should. It will. And 27 for two then. So Cap will finish up here. Do you think they'll go Cap, Shikar, and then introduce spin? Or do you think, Xiaomi, maybe Jess Jonathan could be brought in the next over itself?
I think they should go with Cap Shika at the moment because Harmanpreet, they shouldn't let Harmanpreet settle down because if at all she settles down, she can be pretty much explosive. So I think they should just go with this combination and try to get one more wicket here. At least,
I
if not right,
hmm.
yeah.
Even I'm interested to see how they kind of slot in Tita Sadhu, right? Because she's also there in that playing 11. So do I bring her in the middle overs or do I bring her in this power play to see, if there's something she can extract from the surface because she can be pretty miserly in her spell as well, if not, get those wickets. So yeah, I think Delhi has a lot of options they can exploit, but probably keep spin for a little later, maybe.
But you mentioned Titas over there. Do you feel like she can bowl in the power play? Can you tell us a little bit more with regards to her record domestically?
Yeah, I mean, in domestic cricket as well, she is usually, used right at the start, can bowl some really economical spells right at the top, get you those early wickets as well. And even the bits we did get to see of her, donning India colours, she was brilliant, right? Especially in that 4 wicket haul versus Australia. So if she can kind of replicate that performance here, I think that would really do
Oh, leading
Delhi well.
edge. This could be curtains for Harmanpreet. It is. Cap gets
Oh.
off. Cap gets absolutely angry as well. And Harmanpreet departs for run ball 6, girls. It's 29 for 3 in 3 overs. Well, they're chasing 193, and it could be curtains. It could be curtains.
Three
Yes,
crucial wickets.
RCB का जीतना खुशी level is this. Mumbai हारना खुशी level is. Let me not say this. I will get a lot of hate.
No, but you are absolutely spot on. That's an honest opinion, and you got to appreciate Soumi in the comments for saying that, guys, because she's spot on. Because we love our RCB, but then sometimes when we see Mumbai's downfall, and not just Mumbai because we're slandering them, but if it was anyone, because they've been so good in this league, you
Yeah.
normally like the underdog wins. So that's where she's coming from, indeed. Everyone's saying RCB guys saying 49 when the power play score is put on. So funny there. If you guys know, you know. Navadha Jain saying 39, Tushar saying 40 for 3, M. Raji saying 48, and Tiger Rose saying, Neha, do you think Renuka should bowl when the wicketkeeper standing up because her strength get decreased because of low pace and batter standing out of the crease? Even though she's not on display tonight, Neha, what you've seen of her so far, do you think because the keeper's up, subconsciously she's reducing her pace?
I think, yeah, that could be one reason. She could be reducing her pace, but I think she relies more on swing, right? So that pace aspect comes in probably a little later on. And I think she's best used in power plays, especially like playing for India and RCB. So I think that's where the teams actually make the most out of her. And a lot of times people just write her off, ki, "Arey, she went for so many runs and, she's so ineffective." But every single time she manages to prove us wrong, right? I hope she can come in with more variations, like, this how Bhuvaneshwar Kumar did it, in the men's side of things. And yeah, Renuka will be untouched if she can bring in those variations.
Okay.
But I
Raghav
think, as
Sharma.
you rightly always say, also Neha, that she sometimes becomes way too predictable, and that's what doesn't really work for her. I mean, we have seen in the last couple of matches what has happened, and it's only because of probably the predictable factor.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
That's
saw me
true.
going on to echo those thoughts of Neha over there. Just seeing the replay of Harmanpreet's wicket, soft, tame, innocuous dismissal, whichever adjective you want to use, and we'll remove that screen. I mean, comment from the screen. At least I got the wickets column right, saying Sanjay. There could be more to come here in the power play, indeed. But 31 for 3. Lots of you guys have let your comments loose, and you guys have another 3 balls to let me know as well. Raghav Sharma saying 45. RCB will lose for the next 49 years, saying Bill Mumlo. He definitely, I was asking even the guys in the office today, I was like, the guys who like to see RCB lose compared to the RCB fans, what is the ratio there? Because there's so many people who love to see RCB lose compared to the RCB win, indeed. By the way, while I say that, Haley Matthews gets a boundary, so 35 for 3. This could be a really unpredictable power play by the looks of things.
Yeah.
Sports fan saying 53, but yeah, just coming back to that, how do you assess it? Yeah.
Assess? For a
Yeah.
minute, I just lost you there. Yeah.
No, it's fine. Oh, there's a new person in the comments,
Yeah.
Samagra Adhikari. I don't know if I've seen him before, but if you girls have, then great. And please like this video, Samagra. I really appreciate you joining us in this evening watch along. Still 2 balls to lock in your predictions for the power play. Haley Matthews says, Thank you very much. I'll take 4 more of your bowling, Shikha Pandey. Now, Samagra asks, ladies, RCB are desperately missing Kanika Ahuja this season. Imagine
Yeah.
Kanika plays Simran this team. Perfect batting depth for death overs. Agree? Thoughts? Question mark?
Yeah, I for one completely agree with that because Kanika would have added so much of variety to RCB's batting, which somewhere is lacking that finisher right now. Because Simran is being like criminally underutilized as a batter and as a bowler. They just gave her an over that day. She got hit, and in the batting we barely see her. We see Georgia Warren, Sophie Mollenwood, everyone just coming above her. So I do not understand her role. And yeah, I think RCB is certainly missing Kanika there. She would have, given that cutting edge perfection to RCB's already glittery, batting lineup. So yeah, hopefully she's back next season, or RCB doesn't do the bizarre decision of like dropping her or something.
Yeah, she packs a punch, and we saw it in that first season of the WPL. Southpaw, she loves to play some great shots on the onside as well. So let's see how she really that story moves forward. But appreciate the question, Samagra, who also says this is my second time in this stream. Sorry, man. Really, really apologize over there. But more than welcome. Everyone is welcome to the cricket.com community in the watch along. Please subscribe if you're new and tell a friend, Mr. Adhikari. 45 saying Raghav Sharma, we've taken that. 57 for 3 saying Tushar Karia. And Carp to continue. So it is Carp, Shika, Carp. And that's not some crazy tongue twister that we made up. If you guys are wondering what the hell is he saying. Sanjay saying 59 for 3. And RCB shouldn't have released Poonam Khemnar. saying SVK307. People like to see the RCB downfall because RCB fans consider themselves top three of the IPL along with CSK and MI. I want to say something new to Shah, but I'm going to hold back. Good to see about 30, 40, 50 people of you guys watching this. There is a first innings prediction, which none of y'all won. The second innings prediction is going on right now, but all your chances to have your power play scores is invalid because the rule was within the fourth over. We've already got some shouts. Let's see if there are any winners. 2,000 rupees Amazon voucher on the line. Gautam Bajpa is going to kill me if anyone wins it. Let's hope, Shaunak, that there is no one winning this. Or if anyone wins it, look, I don't mind giving it a gift. What a shot that is from Hayley Matthews. 4. That was a drag down, and Carp knows it herself. So Carp has been pretty much blow hot, blow cold, Neha. And it's all right because essentially MI are behind the 8 ball. They still need to go hard. So do you think she can actually bowl out her 4 straight up and they don't even have to hold one over back of Carp?
I think probably that's a strategy they can use because looking at how Mumbai used Shabnam Ismail too, right? She was quite expensive, did get in those wickets. So I think the wicket is certainly being hard on the bowlers, specifically the pacers, and Marizan Karp is getting hit, although, she's getting the wicket. So probably, yeah, bowling her out now and seeing, if there's anything more she can get would be more ideal because death overs may, let's see, what is the mindset. They probably want to use titters there. So, yeah, interesting to see how that pans out.
Very interesting. Kerr take a single and give Hayley Matthews a strike. Quick single there.
Also, I think it's
Direct.
better not to take the game so deep because we know what Mumbai can do in the with the bat in the absolutely at the fag end. So I think Delhi wouldn't want that to happen again.
If Sajna gets a few more balls, what if she just changes the dynamic of the game? Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're just thinking to yourself, oh my God, Mumbai, can you be lucky or what? Or people will just be like, dude, this is crazy. Like, Mumbai can't keep winning and getting out of jail. 46 for 3, 4.5. Another 7 balls left in this power play. Let us know how much they're going to get. Oh, she's going to get 4. It's an under edge, which will squirm away past the shot. Third man fielder. So 50 for 3, 5 overs gone. And now I'm feeling nervous with all the predictions and the scores. And I'm overseeing it. But let's see how that goes. I have a feeling Mazan will get Hardman. You were spot on, Tushar, with your gut feel. She did get Hardman indeed. And remember, if you guys are randomly tuning out on YouTube to watch us and cricket.com's Watchalong, do follow all of us as well, especially the girls. They've been putting a massive effort. Soumi and Neha. Soumi is available at the rate of 6-pack and 6ers. And Neha Shetty is available as well on Twitter and IG. Never on the back foot. I hope I've got that right.
Yes.
Super. So do go give them a follow really quickly right now on Instagram and Twitter. I know people are kind of multitasking these days. So please, never on the back foot for Neha. Give us some love. And of course, Soumi indeed. 6-pack in 6ers. Some crafty content guaranteed indeed. Right. Jess Jonathan to bowl the final over of the power play. And it's going to be interesting to see if any winners tonight. Winner, chicken dinner. Maybe not. Let's see. By the way, speaking of dinner, I know what I had. I know what Neha had. Shami, what did you eat?
I still have to get my dinner.
Are you ordering? Are you kind of ordering right now?
No. I'm just watching the on Cricket the what has happened earlier.
I mean, who are they? Haven't heard of them. Who are they? Appreciate that. 51 for 3. Oh, nearly a wicket. It just gripped and stayed so low. Carp can't believe it. Jonathan can't believe it. Matthews can't believe it. 51 for 3, 5.2. And there are a lot of close cats in the comments. So Nabul the Chain doesn't win the points. Nor does the RCB guy. Nor does Tushar Singh. Nor does M. Rajesh. But there could be more top edge here. And it could be no women's land. How the hell is a wicketkeeper not seeing that? Talk about comedy of errors. This is schoolgirl stuff. Look at this, guys. And I want to see Neha and Shamin how they react to this. Just look at this. ये क्या हो रहा है मजाक चल रहा है exactly
Oh, how do you drop that?
How do you drop
Tanya Bhatia will be out of the playing 12 now also, like Like just come, keep and
By the
go.
way, I see a lot of people have changed their scores last minute and all. That's not accepted. Shauna's going to tell me if anyone's really put it before the fourth over. Navodit's already tried to change it and stuff. Sorry, bro. I'm not accepting those. Tushar saying Emma is not holding back for the change. We might see the Emma low order being tested
Yeah.
today. Absolutely loved your watching your video. Mike Hesson, good questions asked, good interview. Thank you so much, Margaret. Really appreciate that. 54 for 3, 5.4. It's getting tantalizing. Has anyone got 55 or 56 or 57? 57, there was Tushar. 55, Navod. I'm not welcoming that because it's a late shot, man. I remember what you said earlier. Bill said 58 as well. Oh, gone! Gone, 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 gone. 54 for 4. There is a twist
Another.
in this power play prediction. Another one goes. Haley Matthews goes.
And that's Jess
Jeez.
Jonathan.
And Jess
Wow.
Jonathan gets a wicket. Yep. Yep, yep, yep,
Oh,
yep, yep. Did anyone say 54? Can you believe it, Chonak? No one said 54, man. Really, no one said 54.
look at how Avnish is happy about it.
Because honestly, I love it when the chat gets interactive, and I love it if someone wins. Obviously, I don't want to be like so cruel and all of that. But the fact that I had my cojones in my mouth, girls, the fact that I put 2,000 rupees as an Amazon voucher, yeah, it's quite a bit of money. Anyway, 54 for 3. Let's see, they could still take a single and make off or hit 3, and then people will win it. But yeah, many people saying random things. Sanjay Papik saying, had RCB won even a single title, the fans would have been over the moon. Imagine that. Exactly, right? We're
Yeah.
already the biggest in terms of social media and all of that. But oh my God, if RCB won a title, God
I don't
knows.
know what I would do. I mean, I just don't. I might just not remain their fan anymore because just this whole underdog.
No single, so it ends at 54 for 4. 6 overs gone. Did anyone say that? Did anyone say that? There was a 57 for 3, there was 52, there was 55, there was 59 for 3, there's 45, 58, 57, 52, 53. Oh my God, no one said 54. Can you believe that, Shaunak? Can you believe that? No one said 54.
Happiness.
Wow, what happiness, right? The child in me. Oh my God, the child in me. Anyway, back to some questions to be thrown at the girls right now. And there was a good one from Tiger Rose who poses it to Neha, but I'll give it a Xiaomi as well. Neha, after seeing half the WPL, which will be new addition from this WPL to the Indian team? So he's talking about any particular Indian players that could enter the Indian team.
I think for one, Asha Shobna, I think she'd make a really good addition to the Indian team, considering the conditions and spin friendly and everything. I think Asha Shobna would make it easily. Even Shweta Sehrawat, right?
Yeah.
For the kind of stellar batter she can easily be a backup to your openers or that middle order as well. And as much as people
Who
are
will
going to
get
hate
in?
me, oh my God, is that a wicket?
Who
Is
will
that a
get in?
four?
Yeah.
It could be a wicket, and again, it's a moment of magic in the field. It could not be a wicket, but look,
Twitter.
Tita Sadhu has not got the wicket, but
Wow.
essentially run out chance here. She's just bowled her first ball, and it's whacked to mid wicket, and amazing work. Yeah, you
Was
guys
that
see that?
Jess Jonathan with the ball who did that?
Yeah, it was Jonathan.
Wow.
Oh, and she
Single handed
slaps
throw.
the bat. Oh, she's in. She's in. It was one of those where you don't put your bat like that, but it's like plonking it down. So she's got away with it, actually. So well done. Please take my question, Avnish. I've taken it, mate.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is your question we're answering. So,
Yeah, so for
yeah,
me, I
so
think it definitely has to be this duo of Asha Shobna and Shweta Sehrawat. Let's see if I can think of any other names,
Kiran
but these two
Navagere. I
would
think
definitely.
Kiran Navagere has been very good. So she also can be. I mean, though there's hardly any position up there in the top, but she can also somewhere slot. Like we can look at her as slotting in that opener position,
And
or
now that I
somewhere in the
think of
top.
it, even an outside chance for someone like a Poonam Khemnar, right? Because
Yeah.
if you've seen her attacking instincts, it has been brilliant. Considering Kanika is like nowhere in the reckoning now because of the injury, she hasn't played the entire season. Poonam can add a lot of value in that lower middle order as well. So probably, uh, she can also be considered. Yeah.
okay. Good question
So
that
that is
from
the
Tiger
next.
Rose. I was going to probably say one of the names you took, Neha. I was thinking Shweta Sehrawat myself because she's already, like I said, the under 19 captain. So it's inevitable
Vice
that she
captain.
does with the Indian team at some point in time. Lots of more questions being thrown at us, which is always good to see. And random comments as well. Tushar Kari going to say, like Virat said, RCB are winners of the social media trophy. They have 10 IPL social media trophies. It's quite ridiculous that way. 55 to 4, 6.3. And we had an amazing prediction contest in terms of just moments ago. No one won it. And look, I'm not even making this up. If you guys have seen the previous watch-alongs we've done in the second innings, because we can't say the final score, whatever, we normally ask the people to crack on with the time the game will end. So people type in, I don't know, bizarre things like 10:18 p.m., 10:22 p.m., and whoever gets it right then gets the opportunity. So shall we do that, Shaunak, or are we really dancing on thin ice in terms of Amazon vouchers? Because I was going to say 3,000 rupees Amazon voucher for the
Bro.
time for the time
Look,
that this game.
I'm going to play for this. Shaunak, please give it to us and let Neha and me participate as well.
Make it an open contest, yeah.
Yeah.
But wow, the stakes are really high.
It's
3K.
look, I mean, it's all in, man. It's a watch along. Why not? Essentially, there is a caveat to that, though. You'll have to tell me what within the 12th over, what time the game will get done by. So it's a
Wow.
real shot in the dark. If you guys get it, I genuinely will vouch for that voucher for you all, and I'll give it to you all. But let's see if you guys can get the third prediction contest of the night right. We're asking you what time will this game get done? The DCMI game. Tell us in terms of IST, whether it's 10:12, whether it's 10:17. That means essentially the winning runs will be hit or the final wicket will be taken at that point in time. So we'll keep our watches with us, our clocks on, and this time we're offering you the biggest prize of the night, 3,000 Amazon voucher, which will be good. Which will be good indeed. Right, so girls, you want to shout out early? It's right now 9:50 according to my watch. Spot on. So what are we thinking?
So
Ah.
maybe in another, this is the 12th hour mark, right? No, the
Yeah,
7th, sorry.
7th.
So it should be done by around 17th, 16th, 17th.
What, 11,
So you think the
17?
match will be done by 10, 16, or 17?
No, 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 17th over.
Oh, 17th
Ah,
over. So
17th
what's
or
the time?
18th over. Yeah.
So what time do
fine.
you think that'll be on our Indian
So another
clocks?
10 overs. A 10 over would be how much? Average time per over in a women's match.
Four
Let me
minutes?
do some work.
It's time to bring out the calculators, not RCB fans, that is, but all you lovely people taking the predictions. And as much as I want to see MI's low order tested, this entry point for Puja is too high. Saying Tushar Karya. Oh, yeah, that's something that I didn't observe right now. Good point, Tushar. Puja Vastraka is out there already. And it's good to see that Radha Yadav and Jess Johnson are getting a few to keep low, but more importantly, also tweaking it quite a bit. We saw that, which nearly did Haley Matthews. Now we're seeing it from Radha as well, who got a four for in this tournament as well, not to
Yeah.
forget. Sorry, Carp got a three for earlier. I said four for as well, but it was a three for. 57 for 4, 7.4. We're asking you, like I said, what is the time this game will finish? Let me know indeed. Amira Kerr has got off to some good starts, Nia. 24, 31, 23, 40, and she's on 7 today of 14 balls. How important is it a test of her character today?
I think it's going to be a massive test, Avnish, because we've seen, the kind of performances she's put in season one. If she can, pull off at least some in the second phase, I think it would be really great. She's a bona fide legend of the game at this young age of 23. But today, I think the team really needs her, right? The required rate is like slowly shooting up. If she can bat deep, kind of stitch those partnerships and everything, it might really augur well for Mumbai. So, yeah, hoping she can be the change, the difference for Mumbai.
Okay, she might be because just when you say that, Neha, she's got a boundary just to break the barrage of those dot balls and rather
Ah,
Yadav's over. Fantastic over nonetheless, even though
well
the
struck.
boundary in that final ball. So look, Mumbai still have a lot of runs to kind of get here, and it may be a stinging defeat for the defending champion, Xiaomi. How important will net run rate be, even for someone like Mumbai, to think about not losing this game like by 60, 70, 80 runs? Because sometimes if you lose a wicket right here, you're looking and staring down the barrel and thinking to yourself, let's do what Dhoni does. Get the game as close as possible. Even if you're 150, 160 for 8, is better than getting 120 all out.
Yeah, precisely. And though Mumbai seems to be really in a good position, but still they have, I mean, compared to UP or a RCB, they still have one more game to go, which is of course today. So I think they will definitely keep an eye out for that net run rate, though, because in this kind of a tournament, things can go out of the window at any point of time. So yeah, very important for them to keep an eye out, though they are in a very strong position compared to every other team.
Okay, interesting. By the way, more comments taken, which is always good to do on the watch along. 8.162 for 4, and Tita Sadhu in her second over. Care, one bounce to Meg Lanning at extra cover. Right, Tigaro saying, Avanish, I'm right. Am I right that there is some light issue in the Delhi ground and the Chinnaswamy video is not that bright? It could be. I might have to check my eyesight. But yeah, I saw bizarre moment about the light. Good that you brought that up. I think in that Jess Jonathan over to Haley Matthews. Question to Neha and Shami: is Aparna Mondal good with the bat or not? DC playing Tanya as a pure wicketkeeper early, and that's a good question from M Rajesh, girls, because Aparna Mondal was probably their second biggest auction talk after Annabelle Sutherland, Neha. So are they going to give Aparna Mondal some sort of game time in the WPL?
I really hope they do give her, because the glimpses that we got to see of her in domestic cricket was really great, right? She can actually bat pretty well, much better than Tanya Bhatia. And giving opportunities to, oh, that's a six. Giving opportunities to these domestic stars is, of course, very important. So, probably, again, when Delhi gets to this comfortable position in the table, would they want to experiment and tinker a little with their combination? And that's where, Aparna Mondal can probably find herself slotted in. But again, looking at the role, right? Because yeah, Delhi's already beefed up with a lot of batting options. Even if Aparna comes in, will she get a lot of chance to bat? Because if it's just donning the wicketkeeper role, that's something Tanya Bhatia seems to be doing like reasonably well, as
What a
except for the
cat.
drop.
I'm sorry, Neha Shetty, for interjecting for the thousandth time tonight while you're talking. But again, it's that showstopper, Jemmy Rodriguez, whatever you want to call her. She can't do any wrong. Look at this catch at long gone.
Oh
Look
my
at this
God!
catch. This is a shockingly good
Wow,
catch. And Kerr
Wow!
goes for 17. Another start for Kerr, but the worst
brilliant.
innings she's played so far WPL. But what anticipation, athleticism, and the fact that she held on as well, Chomi, that
Yeah,
must be doing any girl proud when she's watching this.
Yeah.
absolutely. It's a killer of a catch, and also just after being hit for a six, Titash gets a wicket. I think that's superb as well for the youngster.
Yeah.
Yep, indeed. Now it is going to be the strategic timeout, and that means it is going to be time to quiz the ladies in terms of things which
Also,
are live.
just coming back to this quick question on Aparna Mandal, I think it's better that if DC gives her a chance, because she has been bought back by the franchise. So it's only fair on her to at least get a chance.
At least one game. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Delhi will give her a chance, especially if they win this and they get the next one as well. And I know people will say, yeah, you shouldn't want to break the pack, but try to give in opportunities, especially in the early stages of this tournament. And it does everyone a world of good. So let's see how that story goes with Mondal. All members are neutral today, saying cricket. Yes, we're not crazy like Akshay Kumar Swami, who just goes mad every time. And Jagmeet Singh saying, let's remove the time and instead make it the total Mumbai reaches for the voucher as they're not winning it. Noah liked the time bit, and Jagmeet, you've been very close to winning the time bit in the past, so let's not, of course, change rules, lad. But quickly, because the strategic timeout is out, I want to take the next 30 seconds to play a game of lies between Neha and Shami, and I want to ask y'all who can name more things in a cricket kit bag. How many things you guys can name in a cricket kit bag?
I don't think I can name a lot, honestly. Just racking my head. What are things?
Or shall I tone it down with a question, a very straightforward one? How many
Okay.
male
I
cricketers?
can do. I can go ahead and do this. I have played a. I did a road show on cricket, and one of our tasks were to get as many things in a kit bag as you can for 1,000 bucks. And I remember
Oh
like
yeah.
really bargaining crazily in a market in Calcutta. And yeah, I think I can do a fair bit.
So how many can you name, Shami, in 30 seconds?
I can easily name a 10.
Wow.
10. Come on, the bar has to be higher. Neha, you can better her.
I can't. I just told you I don't know a lot of items in the kit
I
bag. Like
think I
nothing's
can name
hitting me
I
right
think I
now.
can name
Okay, I
15.
can go at 12. I can go at 12.
Oh.
I can go 15, Neha. I mean, Shami, come on. 15.
Okay,
Go
okay,
for it, guys.
go for it.
30
Yeah.
seconds.
So 15, what? I'm naming 15.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, fine.
No,
My
it's your
time.
game. You cannot do it.
Yeah, exactly. So you try naming 12. Your time starts now.
Hello.
Yeah, your
My
time
time
starts
starts
now.
now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be a bat, a ball, a gloves, the batting pads, the thigh pads, the abdominal guard, the chest guard, the arm guard, the elbow guard, the helmet, the kit bag itself, socks,
You can't
the
say the kit bag itself. It doesn't count. It doesn't
what?
count.
Sorry.
You can't say the kit bag itself. It doesn't count.
Why? Why? It shouldn't
The
count.
question is what's in a quick cricket kit bag. You can't be like the kit bag's in the kit bag. So you have 9 and you have like 10 seconds left.
Ah. Okay. 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 I said a pad. I say helmet, a cap. Uh. Yeah.
Two
A
more.
couple of t-shirts. The
One more.
trouser.
Time's up. Just in the nick of time, Xiaomi has redeemed herself. So applause for
That is a
Xiaomi.
good one.
Good one, dude. And especially the time taking, she performed well with the pressure hovering overhead over there. So well done, Xiaomi. And getting back to the action right now,
Can
Neha.
I get a 3,000
Arundhati.
rupees voucher, Shaunak?
That wasn't for this competition. I knew you were going to be cheeky. Neha, I was going to ask you Arundhati into the attack right now and up against untested Mumbai lower order. Something's got to give. Do you think it's going to be a field day for Arundhati or do you think Vastrakar and Amanjot have other ideas?
I mean, ideally, Amanjot and Vastakar would want to, kind of stitch up a partnership to salvage whatever little is left because there aren't a lot of recognized batters, coming later on. You have Sajna, and that isn't like, inspiring a lot of confidence at the moment. So I think they would want to just, keep the runs coming, like with singles and doubles. Probably it would be a good, ploy to attack her, but I think, yeah, this is going to like take it slow and just take calculated risks, basically.
Okay. Let's see how that goes. 72 for 5. And remember, we spoke about the point of damage control as well with regards to how many can Mumbai lose by. Because if they do win this, hats off to them. But
Yeah.
let's see if that can go forward. First
But to
aid
get a
box,
run rate.
gloves, jersey, SS98 also contributing to the chant. I mean, in that game. Mohammad Irfan saying, MI should not lose with a huge margin. Yeah, we've just been addressing that particular thing. And yeah, maybe time is quite uncertain, but the price is also very high. When is the last time we can submit our predictions? I did say within the 12th over, but look, it might be up between the 12th over. So within this over, tell me what time do you think this game's going to end? And we've seen some amazing catches by Jemmy already. They're showing the highlight package. And even the one that she took in the WPL 1, they're bringing that to the fore. She took a brilliant one, and that time it was long off. Arundhati, 3 dot balls this over. And finally, Pooja Vastrakar has got a single as well. MI can't chase 180 if Nat Siver gets dismissed, saying SS98. Is that harsh on MI? Is that him spitting facts? Is that the truth, Neha? What do you feel?
I mean, Nat Siver is definitely like a crucial cog in that Mumbai, batting lineup and everything, but it doesn't entirely depend on her, right? You still have the likes of Amelia Kerr and the others who really need to come to the party and deliver. So yeah, I mean, they are certainly hurting that, they have lost a crucial batter, but I don't think it entirely hinges on her, right? That's the whole point of having like a batting order, like your top six to deliver. And today was, I think, one of those rare moments where they kind of had a collapse. So yeah, I think that's tricky, and I think we lost Avnish there for a bit. But yeah, I think Shami, just looking at the required rate, it's just impossible, right? Unless Mumbai can pull off a Mumbai.
Yeah,
Have they
yeah.
done it before? Yeah.
I think yeah, it's pretty much impossible. And but yeah, I mean, I'm loving the fact at least that they're keeping the the run rate high, and that shows intent. And that's also what people are talking about here, that they don't want to really let the NRR dip a lot. But yeah, if they lose by this amount of a margin, then of course the
Hmm.
NRR will go for a toss.
Yeah, definitely. And I think earlier also someone had, I think Surya got in this comment that, whoever wins today kind of has a foot in the finals, right? Because the win would be a massive boost. And it would also mean like points in the table and, kind of just getting better from there. So I think this win will also kind of dictate who would eventually make it to the playoffs. So yeah, an
Yeah.
important match nonetheless.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just happy for the fact that, I mean, of course, when you are considering WPL, these are of course the two top teams, and
Yeah.
hence it's actually that clash of the titans. And we don't want. I mean, this is a fourth or fifth game, right? And MI
Hmm.
had won it 4 times, so it's always great to. Sorry, MI had won it 3 times before.
3 times.
Yeah, so it's always great to have a good competition going on in between these two.
Yeah, and that also takes me back to a comment I think someone had made that everyone just plays well so that they can square off against Mumbai in the finals. It kind of breaks that hegemony that
Yeah.
Mumbai has, right? I mean, they are also a team who can be put on the edge, but it goes to show the consistency that Delhi has. Especially they lost to Mumbai in that first match, but then the way they have managed to come back, salvage their season, and now so it is like home games, so to say, for them. I think they might end up, just again topping the table, just quietly making it to the finals while everyone is so gung ho and like obsessed with Mumbai, no?
No, I think this time it's looking a little different. Honestly, I mean, of course, from the outside, from the glitz and the glamour, Mumbai definitely looks like that beast of a team. But since we have been watching the games very strongly over
Yeah.
these last couple of weeks, we know that Mumbai has their own demons to fight with, and hence. We don't see that Mumbai is a team that is invincible. Of course, it's cricket, anybody can lose on any given day, but this time I feel, I mean, as I so said you before, that I haven't watched the entire tournament last year, but this time it looks like to me, from the way the matches have gone and from the way the teams have performed, DC is probably a little stronger when it comes to the on-field performance on that day.
Definitely, and that's what like even in season one, they quietly made it to the like finals and everything. So I feel like this season around also they have that potential and capability to make it. And the fact that Mumbai's hegemony is broken, this is not coming from like an RCB POV or
Yeah.
perspective. It's good to see you have other teams challenging them. I think that's where even the UP win versus Mumbai is so special, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's great that it can be challenged in that front. And yeah, I think Tiger has also asked us a question. Neha and Shomi, do you think this is the best Jemmy knock ever? I mean, her best ever. I think, yeah, man, it really like is on top there because in spite of the wickets, like falling and everything, the way she was able to make the most of all the field settings and arrangement and actually get boundaries, it was brilliant. She was taking her time to settle in, but she was able to accelerate at the right point, which
Right.
might prove to be the difference between Mumbai and Delhi. No.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, just adding to what Neha just mentioned, of course, all of that with respect to today's game. But beyond that, also, whenever we have seen Jemmy, we are absolute fans of her. But also, we always keep on talking about the fact that how she's blossoming as a three format player, where T20 is probably not the best format that she plays. And then to actually come out and play such a great knock, I think kudos to her for the game she played today, and of course builds in a lot of confidence for that upcoming World Cup.
Yeah, man, because when we look at India's middle order as well, you need, batters who are giving you her inspiring confidence. And I think Jamie pretty much makes her spot very certain unless the management decides to go berserk with the selections, which I hope they don't. And, we see something very random happening there. But I think even sports fans comment here says, can we say Mumbai's batting depth is getting exposed today? I think, yeah, to a great extent, it is probably going to get exposed today. They're 5 wickets down. Unless Pooja Vastakar and Amanjot can pull off like an absolute miracle, it's very, very difficult for Mumbai. And yeah, it again goes to show how they're so dependent on, their overseas players to play. Hey, Avanish is back here.
Yeah, sorry, girls. Just some random technical shit because we're doing it in the studio, and then I think there was some little discombobulation with the wires. So all good right now. 78 for 5. And I was listening to you guys on my phone. So carry on, Neha, and then I'll continue what I had to say.
Oh yeah, so we were just talking about how Mumbai's batting depth is, getting exposed because they lost like 5 wickets. That's like half their batting side that's back to the pavilion. So a lot hinges on Vastrikar and Amanjot, right? Because a lot of fans cry that hey, the overseas players are always winning games for them. Where are the other players getting opportunities to shine? This can be that moment, but again, match context, right? They're 5 wickets down. The asking rate is just like shooting up so much. 115 and 52 is a very tricky proposition for any team. So I think today is a moment where Mumbai's batting depth did kind of get exposed, the underbelly that we often talk about. So yeah, that was the discussion.
No, I think
That is,
I mean I have a slightly different point of view here. So I think it's not about the batting depth getting exposed today. It's just probably their top order didn't fire, which has been happening over the
Yeah.
last few games. And especially looking at this season, I defer to agree with this fact that it's only the foreign players that has been coming into the party. Of course, the way Yastika and even the couple of knocks that Harman had played, those were pretty strong. Pooja Vastrakar has come good. So I think they cannot ask for uh, probably a more balanced performance from their Indian core as well as the foreign setup.
yeah, I concur with those thoughts because you look at Mumbai's history in the WPL and I look at all those 18, 19, 20 games or whatever they played so far in their franchise history. Not once have they been in a spot of bother like this. When I look
Yeah.
back at scorecards, where you never look at their batting and be like, oh shit, they've had a bad day. Every other team has had a shit day in the office. Mumbai's probably shit days come today. And in a funny way, it's good to see because then you think, okay, fine, Delhi can also have their say on their day and can topple this Mumbai juggernaut. More comments to take. And I don't know if you guys took this one earlier from Kicker Rose. Shomi and
Oh
Neha, do
yeah,
you
we
think
did. We did.
you guys did? Okay,
Yeah.
super. And Mohammed Irfan asking, I'm sure after this match, RCB automatically will need second spot due to a huge run rate loss. RCB have how many games left? Because it's interesting now with
Four,
that top three race.
four
What is your
wins.
hunch, Girls? I mean, right now we're sitting right at the halfway mark, Shomi. Do you think it's RCB, MIDC in that no particular order, but those three teams you think will make the playoffs?
I'm just yeah, I mean, looks like with respect to the points table now, but at the same time, as we spoke before, that I'm also hoping a lot of contest coming in from UP, considering number one that their spin bowling attack is really good, and in these conditions, though we are seeing a good flourish of pace bowling here as well today. What happens as the tournament, as the as we go along a little bit more deeper into the tournament towards those last phases? So yeah, I mean, I will not be surprised if UP puts up a strong fight and tries to have that third spot coming in.
Okay, interesting. Let us know your predictions as well in the comments. Mumbai trying to make something of it. And Amanjot so far has played two cracking shots for boundaries, and she's got two more here. So Amanjot is someone I really, really like. We've just seen so little of her. It makes you think when will she get an opportunity tonight? Maybe her night to just show her credentials with a bat in hand. Lots of sixes in this game so far. From Shifali's blade earlier on, then Jemmy. There was one from Lanning as well, I think. And let's see if Mumbai have a few more in their arsenal with right 91 for 5, 12.3. And again, we keep thinking about the net run rate and so on and so forth, but there's no chance I think MI is going to win this game. But we can talk about all the other things we've loved in the WPL so far, guys. Essentially, we talk about some of the knocks, some of the spells, some of the games. So I just want to quickly ask you guys a halftime review, and I want to use this opportunity in terms of the league, right? So, who do you think has been the best batter to y'all this tournament? Neha, you first.
So for me, I think it's a tie between Meg Lanning and Jemima. I know recency bias with this match, but I think they were really good, right? The kind of start they gave and ensured things got rolling for Delhi. That definitely, I mean, these two definitely have to make the list. And even Smriti Mandhana, right? Like last season was definitely not for her, but I think this season she's really come to her own, like back-to-back performances. And yesterday's knock was just brilliant. I'm pretty sure if we had done a watch along, we'd all lose it together because of how brilliant that knock was. She's looking poised for a century, but it's okay. There will be better occasions to for that to happen. But yeah, these three definitely have to be my top batters. Yeah.
Shomi, any other names or do you agree with Neha?
I do agree with Neha, but just one more name that will come along with this is, of course, Shefali. Because, just before the tournament, Shefali was absolutely out of form. She was dropped from the India side, and we were all hoping that she uses this particular platform and she really gains her form. And I would say that she has fairly, helped. I mean, this particular tournament has helped her build up that confidence, and she's looking back into that element of Shefali Verma again, and especially that particular innings where of 190, I think, which one, no, I don't recall, where Shefali let Meg Lanning get her half century. I think that particular innings was really good. So yeah, a few powerful knocks up in the top really builds up her confidence and our confidence on her in terms of the Indian top order.
Okay, I'll go with a name that Neha suggested, which was Smriti Mandana. And I say that not because I'm an RCB fan, because of the slack she got coming into the season, no breakthrough innings in the WPL. And then she got a 50 in that game, I think, when we did the watch along. And then she got, I think, the 80 yesterday, which served her really well. So Smriti Mandana, 100% for me, the best batter in the halfway mark of WPL 2. Let's talk about the bowlers then, girls. Who do you think has stood out with the ball in hand? There are a few I can think of, but this time let Shawmi go first.
I mean, definitely a few of them, but I cannot still get over that Asha Shobna Pfeiffer. So that definitely stands out as the top spell. Though I know she didn't come along very well in the following games. But yeah, I think I just can't get over that one.
Okay,
Even Radha Yadav has been fabulous in quite a few of the occasions. But yeah, Asha Shobna will top my chart.
I like those names. I really, really do. Neha, talk to me. Bowlers in this comp so far.
Yeah, so for me, it has to be Sophie Eccleston. I know you might be thinking, she's a star bowler, and but for me, it's that every season she's able to reinvent herself, get those wickets and everything. Like in, I think one of those matches where all the bowlers went for a lot of runs, she's still economical, right? And she still manages to find herself in like the top wicket takers with like what, 7 wickets or so, and her economy, man, it is she is such an asset to have in the team. I was really sad when RCB did not get her in that first season. But I think she's such a value addition to any team she's a part of. UP Warriors is largely benefiting from her. So for me, it has to be Sophie Eccleston. She always manages to get the work done, sticks to her plans, and she's just brilliant. Yeah, silently does her work.
Okay. For me, two left field names, two names on display today. I feel Karp will be a huge asset for Delhi going forward. Already 6 wickets in the tournament. She'll definitely be playing an important role, not just in the middle order with the bat, but setting the tone up front with the ball. And we've seen how critical that is today. She got the critical wickets of Harmanpreet and not to forget Yasika as well. So I'll say Karp, and I'll also say Arundhati Reddy, 6 wickets for her as well in the tournament, and she's been quite brilliant to see. It's refreshing to see new names come to the fore. It's not the usual candidates. Last year we saw good new names come as well, like Seka Ishaq, so on and so forth. But this time, like the girls mentioned, Asha Shobna has been brilliant, and not to forget the names I've said as well. Kostap Shetty going on to say Amelia Kerr, SS98 saying Carp, agreeing with me. Sophie Molyneux, Mohammad Irfan, and I know Irfan is a huge RCB fan, and hence he said that. Four more for Amanjot coming back to this game here, 104 for 5, and Radha Yadav, sort of good end to that over. Is it the end of the over? I think there's one more ball remaining. So look, Mumbai trying to damage control through Amanjot Kaur, and she's really getting some game time out there and making it count indeed. Right, so best batter done, best bowler done. What is the best moment for you girls? Because there's so many good ones. You can talk to me about fielding, great catch, great moment like how Elise Perry broke the car yesterday, Xiaomi. So which one for you stood
Yeah,
out
I
the
think I think
most?
I think just that. Just
Yeah.
that. I mean, of course, there's a recency bias as well there, but yeah, I mean, somebody smashing the window of a car. I think nothing can supersede that.
Okay. What is it for you, Neha?
So I think there was this moment where, like Grace Harris was just tying the shoelace for Hurleen, or was it the other way around? Yeah, I think that was like a really sweet moment. You'd usually not see, you end up thinking like overseas players have so much attitude and they come with this pomp and everything, but there is such a, I don't know, very sweet and wholesome moment that kind of stayed with me. So yeah, it definitely has to be that.
Okay. For me, it was two. One was that Georgia Badham's brilliant piece of athleticism on the boundary to save six that night. And then there was another one, couple actually, which stand out for me, the hilarious moments. One we saw today where the wicketkeeper couldn't really see the ball, even though it's just literally at her place. And then there was a game yesterday which was happening. And who was the batter for UP last night, Neha, who tried seven shots in one? Did you see that?
I think it was Poonam Khemnar who tried
Poonam
that, and
Khemnar.
it just did
Huh.
not work out. Yeah.
It was hilarious. Honestly, she tried to make up her mind the day before yesterday while playing that shot. But it was hilarious to see. So different random things like that. Let us know your thoughts as well. SS98 saying Sanjana to finish
Oh
the
yes,
game.
yes, yes, yes.
That is a fantastic, and the fact that it started as well was quite ridiculous. Anand Pratap Singh saying, "Hi, bro. WPL winner will be whom?" Man, it's hard to say. I would like to say Delhi or RCB, but I could be wrong. Who do you think, Anand? Sorry, 15-year-old Siddhant, as you call yourself. Uh, do you think it's again Mumbai? Do you think it's a new winner this time? You can let us know your thoughts as well. RCB top of the table on fair play points. Yeah, that's something that even the men's haven't won, Mohammed. They haven't won that. It's quite ridiculous. By the way, I don't know if anyone's taken part in that massive 3,000 rupee Amazon voucher prediction in terms of the time when this game will end, but no winner so far. What a shot that is! Talk about improvisation, Amanjot Kaur. What a shot that is! That is a reverse pull. A reverse pull, not a reverse sweep or a reverse wrap. It's a reverse pull. Oh my word! What is that? It's if a reverse pull and a reverse wrap had a child, that would be the
Yes,
shot,
precisely.
right? Shika Pandey,
Unconventional.
yeah, Shika Pandey can't believe it. It's all laughs. They see the funny side of it. Amanjot as well, thanking us stars. But talk to me about this little 39 of 24 Xiaomi from Amanjot. We all have been kind of praising her, wanting to see her. Have I put the mockers on her? Oh, nearly. Radha Yadav, if there was ever a woman to catch the ball, it would have been
It
her.
had
Sorry,
to be her.
It was Jemmy actually in the end. But 41 of 25 now, Shami Amanjot. Can she be someone to get into the Indian team and cement her position there in the long run?
She was a part of the Indian team. However, she did not come very well for the India team. So yeah, I mean, I hope again, like she learns something from this platform and comes back again. But yeah, I believe she was also the part of the Mumbai team last year, and she had done fairly well, right?
Yeah, she done pretty well. I mean, whenever she got an opportunity, she kind of grabbed it with both hands. What are your opinions about Amanjot, Neha, with regards to being a three-dimensional cricketer? It just adds a lot of value to the current Indian cricket team.
Certainly, because considering she made her debut versus South Africa, I think she played really well in that series. Like at least what we got to see her for with the bat and ball. Then even the women's Premier League, she was good. In her India outings post that, it was like again she was blowing hot and cold, not inspiring that much of confidence. And Harmanpreet was using her in very weird phases of the game, so she was just getting beaten by the Aussies, which might have dented her confidence. But again, coming to this Mumbai setup, she did not get a lot of game time. Just being used as a fielder. But I think it's matches like this that would actually prove to be handy for her career, right? Going ahead as well, because the knock she's playing now is probably going to help, kind of offset that negative NRR which Mumbai is going to face. And yeah, is that out? Oh no!
That is
Oh
out,
no!
honestly. But it's fine. It's been an impressive innings from Amanjot Kaur. Jess Jonathan returning to the bowling and immediately striking, which is quite crazy. So 116 for six. And when you look at what Delhi were in this point of their sort of innings, they were 123. And it was that Jemmy show which really took the game away.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
think that's the question I asked you all at the halfway mark as well? The fact that is it that knock which really decided the game tonight, Neha, according to you?
Yeah, I think that was the difference between the two sides, certainly. And I think even when you had like dropped off the call briefly, I'd mentioned, if even Amelia Kerr or someone could actually bat a little longer, take their time to settle in and then attack, it could have actually really worked well for Mumbai. But yeah, man, I think the loss of wickets plus no other striking batter. If Sajna can do some magic today, that would be brilliant. But again, it's a lot of pressure, right? At this stage. So yeah, someone should have batted a little deeper, and things could have been very different for Mumbai.
Indeed. By the way, Shawmi's just slipped off. She'll be back with us very shortly. And that is a strategic timeout, which means, of course, the quiz continues. I was going to ask the girls again, but let's play that lies game with me and Neha this time around. And I won't make it cricket centric this time, Neha, because I know you're a Bangalore girl. So, how many areas of Bangalore can you name in 30 seconds?
Areas of Bangalore, maybe like 10 right now, yeah, because I'm under the spot, yeah.
Okay, go for it. Time
Okay.
starts now.
Bilekahalli, Bomma Sandra, then BTM, HSR layout, Hosur, Dairy Circle, uh, then Bharti layout. Why am I naming Christ places? Tavrekere.
Right, you
Okay.
can't say BTM and Tawrikere. It's the same thing, right? BTM and Tawrikere
Okay.
is.
JP Nagar, Jay Nagar, then MG Road, Laville Road. What else? What else?
I'm
Couple
up. So
Park?
well done.
Yeah,
You've
okay.
just made it. You named 11 or 12 by the skin of your teeth. So well done. All the Bangalore people in the comments, let me know how you guys assess Neha's navigational sense of Bangalore indeed. After this match, I think there is a fight between DC and RCB. If RCB won another versus DC and with Emma and Gigi with huge run rate for final
Whoa.
spots over that fun. Let's see how that goes. And Kostab saying Sanjana, fingers crossed. Yeah, I just said that. Just read that. In Jagmeet Singh Oberoi saying Indranagar, Damlood, Korabanga, Maratali, you missed Indranagar, Madiwala. Lots of guys getting chatty as well, indeed, which is always good to see. By the way, do like this particular video, all you lovely people. I know none of y'all won the prediction contest, but please, for the sake of Neha, Shawmi, me, the entire cricket.com team who've been passionately giving you great WPL content, just like it. It goes a long way. It hardly takes even a second. And don't tell me any excuse. Just like the video, please, for the love of God. Right. The strategic timeout is almost done and dusted. And Mumbai are going to be facing a massive defeat here in the WPL season 2 against Delhi. They've always had a um, rivalry, I should say, with Mumbai, I mean with Delhi, but let's see
Delhi.
how that story unfolds. Sajna, sorry, beg your pardon, will come out to bat, and she was the showstopper the last time, winning the game with the last ball six. Now let's see how she goes about her business right now because Kostab was spot on with his fingers crossed emoji, which is good to see. Um, by the way, which jersey do you like the best this season? I was looking at all the jerseys. I got the RCB jersey myself. Do you like any other jersey?
I think the UP Warriors jersey is really nice. It's understated. I think it's a good mix of like yellow and purple. Kind of outdid them from season one. But yeah, I think the RCB jersey is like right at the top. I would have even said Mumbai, but I don't know what is with that whatever red that suddenly makes its inroads. But yeah.
Yeah, similar with Delhi as well. They have that red on the sleeves, and oh my God, Tanya Bhatia has done literally a split, and she could have a little niggle over here, which might open the door for Parna Mondal. But that's again far-fetched thinking. It's going to be a wide for Mumbai, though they'll take it. Also, I was just going to add with regards to my favorite jersey preference. I get where you're coming from with the UP jersey. It's almost a little bit like an LA Lakers vibe, the yellow and
Ah.
purple. But I still think it could be us to be one of the best jersey. I don't want to see any other team right now because Gujarat Giants as well. The orange, don't mind a good orange jersey. I'm talking about the Netherlands football team. Talking about, I think I had the Perth Scorchers jersey as well, which is good. But yeah, I think RCB's jersey definitely wins. 120 for 6, 15.5. Pooja Vastuka's looked a little off, yeah. She looks like, I don't know, a Tanya Bhatia herself with a bat in hand. 8 of 16. And that's 8 of 17 now, Neha. I mean, what is her
Hmm.
plan? Is it just battle the end and minimalize the damage?
I think, yeah, that's pretty much the mindset because going after the bowlers is kind of not working out. High risk, high reward shots certainly don't seem to be coming. There aren't a lot of wickets in hand, so yeah, probably just offset and get through that negative NRR thing. I think she's just going to bat it out, get as many dots. I mean, either case they're going to slip to like a huge loss, but yeah, probably just stick it out there with the other batters coming in.
What is the road forward for someone like Tita Sidhu? Because cricket's saying, Neha, DC looks better with Tita's playing in the 11 and Emma losing their first game while chasing. So we'll just address that first point. If she does want to cement her place, do you think it's already a lock-in with what she's done so far, or not really?
I think, yeah, she has definitely made a case for herself. We did see her, in that Australia series as well, bowled really well. She did have, some tough outings because, come on, it's at the end of the day Australia. But I think this Women's Premier League stint, I assume she will get a longer rope, through this Delhi leg as well, has given her confidence. And I am quite confident that, she can actually be a mainstay with the, pace bowling department for India, even though we might look to, build on a spin heavy attack. But I think with Renuka and Titas, it gives me a lot of assurance that, hey, pace bowling is in good hands. And if there's like a chance of Pooja and like Arundhati also making the cut to the Indian team, I think, yeah, the pace bowling department is pretty solid in that regard.
Yeah, and like every athlete and every girl playing this WPL, everyone has an amazing tale, and Tita Sadhu's tale as well is really well documented. Go check out some of the interviews of hers, be it written or video. It's something really, really to marvel upon. Is Tita for England? What is that supposed to mean? No, she's in. Will Uma Chetri get a chance to play for UP in the upcoming games? Asked SS98. Even that's a really, really good question, right? Because in the
Hmm.
auction at the time when we were doing the auction watch along with Akshay, he was really pipping her name, saying Uma Chetri is a really, really good find. Your thoughts about her?
Yeah, I mean, she's just a 20-year-old from Assam, has been brilliant, right? We have seen her play for India in that England series. Is a really good attacking batter, especially in the power play. I just love to see her. Was also a part of the Indian team for that Asian Games contingent. Also played in the emerging Asia Cup. So whatever little we've seen of her, I think she's really good in the domestic circuit as well, right? Because she is a wicketkeeper bat. She really guides her bowlers well, helps with the field setting and everything. Is very chatty behind the stumps. So whatever little I've seen of her, pretty impressed. And I think in the pecking order after Richa and Yastika, I think she makes it, as one of those keepers who can actually, be a part of the Indian team in probably what 3-4 years time if she gets a good run in like mainstream cricket, like your Women's Premier League and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, keepers definitely something to watch out for. Speaking of keepers, Tanya Bhatia just conceded buys, and there was also wides to add more misery to Sadhu. But look, there's not a glimmer of hope. Don't even think that with MI being 127 for 6, chasing 193, the last 20 balls, they'll have to really bat out of their skin to even come close to this particular target. But again, let us know what your thoughts about Delhi are in this tournament. They're playing at home. Remember, the final will also be in Delhi. Cap's taken 6 wickets. There is, of course, Jonathan holding the purple cap right now. And not to forget Arundhati Reddy with 6 wickets as well. So lots of things to like from Delhi. And we've just spoken about how good they batted with Jemmy scoring 69, landing 53, and Shafari getting a quick fire 28. Shami, welcome back and good to see you again. We were talking about different things. Could you make sense of Pooja Braskar's innings today? Because Shubham Gupta saying Vastrakar playing like Gavaskar.
Yeah, I think, what can she do at this moment? I mean, apart from just hitting it out, or then just holding on to one side. I think she's just choosing to look. She's played a good one. No, sorry, you must have seen this earlier, but yeah.
No, I'm asking you that exactly. And I know you guys are chuckling, but because she walked in so early, Neha, was there a little bit of onus for her to kind of get on with it? 19 balls for her 10. Could she probably have been around 25, 30, given her power hitting pedigree?
I think, yeah, there was a lot of potential, especially in that phase, where we were just chatting away. Like Amanjot was building on a good knock. Had Pooja also come to the party, I think there was some glimmer of hope, right? Because with Sajna still coming in next, you could see some finishing flurry and the target might have been within reach. But I think somewhere they just threw in the towel, like they decided, ab to hone nahi wala, might as well just bat it out. Because there was a chance, right? With Amanjot going the way she was, had Pooja also come to the party, maybe things could have been different.
Agreed. I feel that, especially like you mentioned, Sajna, a partner at the other end, and Amanjot going berserk. Pooja could have probably gone on with it, but
Yeah,
maybe it's a case of
So tell me
clearly, like
something. If they play out the 20 overs versus they reach the high number of runs, what's going to help the NRR better?
I think both, a bit of both. Oh, brilliant shot from Vastrakar. That was a little bit like Gavaskar, but 17 of 21 now, six down the ground, and Radha Yadav politely smiles as well. I think to answer your question, Shami, I think both will do them a world of good as long as you don't lose too many more wickets from here and you get to, like, say, a 171 for six and you lose by 20 runs. That's great compared to being bowled out within the 20, which is not so good. Speaking of being bowled out, there is a wicket here, and Radha Yadav gets one more to her WPL 2 wicket column, and that is Vastrikar appalling 22 balls 17. But Mumbai literally down and out, 137 for 7. And like Neha said a while ago, they're thrown in the towel, and now it's time to wave the white flag and just surrender defeat. It's just been a shocking display so far. But again, all praise to Delhi in their very first home game of their WPL history. DC looking like a champion team, saying Mohammad Irfan. And by the way, still Shikha is the best bowler for India to look for the World Cup.
definitely.
The World Cup's in Bangladesh, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, so
October 3rd to 30th is.
yeah, that could be a good track for Chika, maybe.
Tentatively.
Pooja playing safe so that MI can't lose with a huge margin. I think just when you say that, Mahmoud, she's just been swallowed by Radha. And now, who is it who comes out of bat? Is it going to be Shabnam Ismail or is it
Yeah,
Saika
yeah. They
Ikram?
don't have a lot of batting left. There's Shabnam Ismail, there's Humaira Kazi, and Saika. So
So it's Humaira Kazi who comes out of bat. And Radha Yadav again, productive day for not the best figures in the world, but 1 for 23, 2.5. When you're defending 193, you'll take that all day long. I wish MI plays similar versus RCB, saying Mohammad Irfan. We all hope that, we all wish that at times, but it can't be the case. Some more good questions which were thrown in earlier. Tushar Singh saying it proves the point of Mumbai being the six-player team, and if at least their three players don't perform, they're not going to compete in a match. Yeah, I feel you, brother. I really, really
hmm.
feel you. Um, by the way, what is the time? 10:35 p.m. And I don't think the game's going to get any time over
Yeah.
soon because I think with regards to the timing competition as well, RCB guys said 10:39, Kushal Shah saying 10:36, and I think Jagmeet saying 10:40. I don't think that's going to happen, boys, unless there's a hat trick right now, which will be crazy. So appreciate you guys really, really trying your luck on this Tuesday evening. Humaira Kazi, she got four. Beg your pardon, Sajna, or she's got four. So 141 for 7. Come on, Delhi, do not take your foot off the throat because net run rate could really help y'all itself in the end. Because by no sort of thing, right? Like Delhi could still not make the playoffs even after tonight, right? Yeah.
I mean, it seems very unlikely unless they have like a lot of losses and some bizarre performances that kind of leads them to that. But I think they'll just quietly make it to the finals like last season. Like we were obsessing so much over Mumbai, but then Delhi just made it to the finals, right? They topped the table and everything. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be a very unlikely scenario if that happens. And yeah, another boundary. Interesting.
Another boundary, and Sajna is really packing a punch. And what is Sajna's main trade, dude? Is she just like a death specialist with a bat in hand?
Yeah, I mean, she's an all-rounder, but her primary ability lies in, being a batter and, getting these, like being the finisher as well. So, yeah, I think she's executing her role to perfection.
Okay. Let's see if she has more shots. Ooh, she goes for it again, but just a single. And Shefali has fumbled. There could be a run out chance over there. Arundhati's not happy with Shefali whatsoever. She's just like, what are you doing? More comments to come through right now. Um, will they recall Shikhar? They moved on saying cricket week. That was a good point. Shomi also was discussing earlier as well. And Chachan saying, man, how do we choke like RCB? What the fuck? I'm guessing he's a big Mumbai fan. And welcome to Chant. Yeah, welcome. Welcome indeed. And isn't the 6 players team true for DC2 for others too? What does that mean?
No, I
This is the
think.
six-player concept there for MI last year. So
Oh, okay.
MI
Go on.
literally, yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
Shomi, tell me.
think.
Oh,
Yeah, go on.
yeah. One of y'all.
Yeah, Shom, if you want to answer this first, it's
No,
fine.
I thought you were. I thought you were.
Cool, I'll start. Then, yeah.
Oh, that's the best shot of the night.
It is.
What a shot that is. This is just whippage. Absolute whippage.
Good to see that last flourish again now here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once I talk to me
Wow.
about this shot. Yeah, look at this shot.
Wow.
Just look at this shot, guys. Absolutely brilliant.
Wow,
Amazing.
timed it.
And the fact that her back foot also kind of went off the ground, so it was almost like flamingo-esque.
Yeah.
But good cameo this from Sajna as well. She gets another one to whip on the leg side, and she takes full advantage of it. 153 for 7 becomes 157 for 7 with 1 over to go. So they're really minimizing
Wow.
the damage. And again, smart play, fair play to Mumbai Indians girls, because they could have gone down in a
Oh,
whimper.
that's a full toss. And
110, 111 all out Xiaomi, but they've not done that. They've gone up to 160, 170, and again, it shows you their thinking.
Wow.
they're just saving your money.
They're saving the money. They are 100% saving all the lovely prizes that we have. Should Sajna plays a finisher for Team India in the T20 World Cup? I love how people get in the recency bias and the keyboard
Yeah.
warriors they are. 36 runs required in the final 6, and it's not going to happen because the dot ball straight away.
I mean, if Sajna can continue putting in performances like this, she does merit a place in the side, right? Because Poonam
There's
Khemnan
still a-
and her, yeah.
Plus, there's still a few things to happen before the World Cup.
Asia
I mean,
Cup.
there's the Bangladesh tour. There's the we have a is there an Asia Cup as well?
Yeah, there is an Asia Cup. The dates aren't out yet, but tentatively scheduled. Yeah.
Yeah, Humaira's got off the mark this evening, and she's getting 2. Yeah, she'll get 2. So 159 for 7 with 3 balls to go. Kostab Shetty, good to see you as well and being so chatty in this evening. Please like this video, and all you lovely people watching right now, give us some love, guys. We're here at 10:40 doing this WPL watch-along. There's going to be another cracking watch-along tomorrow with GG and RCB. Akshay will be back for that. The girls will be there as well. Tushar Singh going on to say, if you look at other teams, other players, if someone contributed, you can say the same thing about Mumbai Indians. And Kostab's point was that I think MI should send her up in the order. I think she needs some balls to settle, so she should be sent up in the batting order. Is his thoughts over
Fair
there.
shout, actually. Yeah.
Fair shout. Now Delhi will probably get the 2 precious points, Neha, and that'll take them up to 8 points. But good to see Mumbai not in the top 2, bhai. Crazy.
Finally, it's refreshing to see them not at the top. But then again, just looking at the margin of the defeat, that's probably going to be 30 odd runs. Had some of the batters just accelerated a little bit, the outcome could have been really, really different, right? For Mumbai. So I think it's a lot for them to ponder on as to how they kind of, broke down this run chase, why certain, batters could not really stand up and deliver. But nonetheless, Delhi will take this as a win and a big boost on the
Bold, another wicket for Jonathan, and that purple cap just maybe is cemented on her head. It's firmly put, and that is the last ball of the game as well, as it turns out. 163 for 8, and Mumbai Indians lose. The Delhi Capitals win in terms of getting their home leg after a flying start against the reigning champions by 29 runs. So it's been a big win in that regard for Meg Lanning and her girls, and they go nicely top of the pops in WPL 2. We'll talk about the man of the match, or beg your pardon, the woman of the match. You get so confused sometimes, but lots to like from a Delhi perspective. Jonathan amongst the wickets. Carp had a good day, but the start of the show being Jemmy with that
Jamie.
69, which took the game away. And definitely that would probably be the woman of the match for me. And lots more of you guys quickly jumping in with your thoughts. Suruchi Singh saying, hi, I'm Siddhant. Hey, your favorite captain in the IPL. It's Kohli for me personally. I know he's not won anything, but it's Dhoni, obviously. And Suruchi or Siddhant, please like this video. Tell some friends to watch you. We'll take all your comments and just do us a favor and like this video. ARK17, as an MI fan, I feel this defeat was needed and no shame in losing to DC, who seem an alpha right now. Plus, this game also showed that MI's lower order can bat and revive collapses. Lovely comment from ARK and good humility from an MI fan. ARK, please like this video for your own comment because it's an absolutely brilliant one. Chuchad, talk about English hypocrisy. They're saying England were better than India, even though we're winning the series by 4-1. Random. We're talking about the WPL and you're talking about Baz ball against Row ball. But look, Chuchant, like this video for the love of Liverpool and the fact that Klopp's playing his last season. RIP MI, hold your horses, Mohammed. You don't want to curse them. And Avanish, honestly, Jagmeet is so close. You should give it to him, man. He was close, but no cigar, and that's the rule. If it was 10:40, I would have obliged for sure. But good observation from you, Kushal. And yeah, I agree with you, Suruchi. It could be RCB or MI. Hopefully, it is the former indeed. DC waiting to having a worse day in the playoffs. Will this move RCB to second? And Avnish, yeah, we've taken that before. Right, final thoughts with you girls and all the lovely 30 people watching this post-match review kind of things and this watch-along. Where was the game won and lost? It had to be Jemmy. So let's just have a Jemmy appreciation club sort of feel right now to the show. Neha, I'll start with you. What was the best thing about Jemmy's innings tonight?
Yeah, so I think what I really appreciated about Jemmy's knock was the time it came, right? Because Delhi lost a few wickets there. There was chances of them not getting to a big total, but the manner in which she just came, settled, took her time, and then started playing those inside out shots, and just playing with the field and toying with the Mumbai bowlers was a sight to behold. And I'm really glad that she could pile on those runs and silence all the critics who tell that she's not suited for the T20 format. So I think this knock would do a world of good for her confidence and going ahead too. I think she will be very crucial in that Delhi batting lineup as well. And I think her knock was the difference between the two sides, undoubtedly. And yeah, just great to see Delhi get off to a win in their home leg, and a lot of exciting stuff yet to come, I suppose.
Yeah, Neha, you agree with her?
Show me.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
sorry. Yes, you agree with her? My bad.
Of course I do, and yeah, of course I do agree with her. But yeah, I mean, there were of course special moments. I think those couple of sixers which were pretty stunning. Of course, the catch to add up to that, over and above, it was Jemmy's day, and she absolutely shone like a bright star.
Indeed, and well spoken, Shami. Well spoken, Neha. You've been brilliant as ever on this watch along. Again, yet another 3 hour plus watch along for you. All you guys to love back home. Like this particular video. And Suruchi Singh, I'm sorry, it is Siddhant. Suruchi apparently is his mother's name. So apologies, Auntie. Being respectful as much as I can. I think DC have a good shot for the trophy this year. Their bowling looks good.
Yeah.
And bro, 25 people are chatting. 2 plus 5 plus 7, Tala for a reason. Man, my name has 7 letters. I'm Tala for a reason. It's Avnish indeed. I'll end it there. Thank you so much, Shami and Neha. You guys have been champs, like I said. I'll see you guys shortly in terms of all the other watch alongs and content that we have in cricket.com. So press the bell icon to all you lovely people. Subscribe if you're new and like this video for telling you the 1,000th time. If you guys haven't done it, do it right now. I'm out of here. Is there football today to watch? Doesn't matter. Nevertheless, love you people. We'll see you guys shortly. Cheers.